We are minutes away from the start of today's game between the Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. Let's get to Lap's keys to the game. They are powered by Gravity Plus.
Dan, this one's going to be a barn burner. There's no question. And what you have to do is avoid self-destruction. No turnovers, no penalties. Ball security is going to be big. The Bengals are +3. The Chiefs are +1. The Chiefs are -3. Don't give away possessions. Don't give the Chiefs extra possessions. If you can get a few extra, that's even better. Penalties. The Bengals, in 10 games, they were first in the NFL in penalty yards accumulated and third in penalties. 9 penalties for 80 yards against Tennessee. Dropped them down from number 1 and number 3 to number 2 and number 5. Get back on track. Avoid penalties. Don't put yourself behind the chains. Red zone. Got to dominate the red zone in both areas, offensively and defensively in the same game. They've had great games offensively, great games defensively. Rarely have they both been together in the same game. Kansas City's dead last in the NFL, allowing a touchdown over 70% of the time in the red zone. The offense has to capitalize. They're tied for second best in the NFL. They were number 1 last week, but went 1 for 3 down in Tennessee. Can't do that today. And then protection and pressure. The Kansas City Chiefs have 35 sacks, tied for 5th in the NFL. 8th in sack per pass attempt. They've only allowed 17, tied for second fewest in the NFL. +18 differential is third best in the league. The Bengals have to do a good job in protection pressure today.
All right, let's listen in to today's coin toss.
Gentlemen, welcome. We have a coin. Heads and tails, heads and tails. Kansas City, you're the visiting team. What is your call?
Tails.
Tails is the call. Tails is the call. Cincinnati has won the toss and elected to receive in this direction. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, an interesting group of captains meeting on the logo at Paycor Stadium today. For the Bengals, DJ Reader, Von Bell, Sam Hubbard. For the Kansas City Chiefs, Noah Gray. Not sure why he was selected today. But the other two, Carlos Dunlap, who obviously had a great run in Cincinnati before things ended poorly, and Juju Smith-Schuster. So Juju Smith-Schuster and Von Bell met on the logo prior to the game today. Von Bell didn't hit him and knock the ball out of his hands right, as he did a few years ago after Juju Smith-Schuster had danced on the logo prior to a Monday night game, a memorable Monday night game won by the Bengals over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And there was no dancing on the logo today. And as always, Dan, opening kickoff when it's about to occur here is always presented by Alta Fiber, and kicking game's going to be big today as well. Both these punters for the respective teams have great legs. I mean, they can boom the football. So who's going to put the opponent on the long field? And if you get a nice return to start this football game off, that would be great as well.
Our ruler of the jungle ceremony today had a little bit of a professional wrestler vibe. John Moxley from Cincinnati and his wife, Renee Paquette, from All Elite Wrestling, getting the fans fired up. And they are jammed in like sardines today here at Paycor Stadium.
Yes,
the Bengals won the toss. They'll take the ball. So the so-called butt kicker, Harrison Butker, will kick off for the Kansas City Chiefs. Travion Williams waiting near the goal line to return for Cincinnati. The Bengals wearing orange jerseys, black pants with orange stripes, orange socks, and the orange tiger striped helmet. The last time they wore this combo, Week 17 last year, when they clinched the AFC North by beating these Chiefs here at Paycor Stadium. The kick is going to be a touchback. It lands about 6 yards deep in the end zone, and the Bengals will start from the 25-yard line.
They're 3-0 in these orange jerseys, but more importantly, they got standing room only fans in the stands today.
So we could have a record crowd here today.
And the crowd noise could be a huge issue.
No question. Joe Mixon is out. Samaje Perine starts again at running back. Jamar Chase is back. He was the last player announced instead of Joe Burrow when the Bengals came out of the tunnel. The first play of the game is a zone read handoff. Perine bouncing it out to the right. Took a tackler on head on, and rookie Joshua Williams brought him down after a 3-yard gain.
I was pretty impressed by Joshua Williams in space. He gave up a ton of size, in terms of weight. He's 6'3", 193 pounds. Pirine, though, pushing 240. He's a stud.
Samaje averaging 4.2 yards per carry, more than 8 yards per reception. He had a touchdown run in the win at Tennessee last week. 2nd down and 7 Bengals at their own 28. Opening drive of the game. Shotgun snap. Burrow with a short drop and a quick throw. Hayden Hurst with a catch at the 31. Tackled immediately, and it's 3rd down and 4.
Interesting, Spagnuolo is known to be a blitz mentality, very aggressive. Blitzes 50% of the time. Didn't do it in the championship game because he got roasted in the regular season game. You blitz and play man behind it. Joe Burrow slice and dice it. He played a lot of zone in the championship game, starting out this football game playing a lot of zone with 2 deep safeties.
Frank Clark, for some reason, was lingering in the Bengals huddle. The officials finally had to pull him over to Kansas City's side of the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 4 at the 31. The ball is on the left hash. Shotgun snap to Burrow. Under pressure, gets rid of it, caught. Pirine runs for the 1st down, crosses the 35, breaks a tackle, and makes it out to the 41-yard line. L'Jarius Sneed eventually dropping Samaje Pirine.
Hayden Hurst did a good job of getting enough of a block on Nick Bolton to allow the 1st down to be accumulated. Hayden Hurst realized the catch is made. He knocked Bolton backwards, stymied him enough for Pirine to make the necessary yardage to move the chains.
So the Bengals convert on their first 3rd down opportunity. It was 3rd down and 4. They have it at their own 42-yard line. We're 2 minutes in with no score. 2-by-2 formation for Cincinnati. Burrow catches the shotgun snap. Short drop. Guns one over the middle. Hayden Hurst with the catch. Has his legs taken out from under him by safety Juan Thornhill, but he holds on for a 9-yard gain.
Samaje Pirine with an outstanding blitz pickup. He comes across the backfield, gets the edge rusher, hits him right in the middle of his chest, and reroutes him inside, giving Joe Burrow enough time to hit Hayden Hurst between the 8s.
2 early catches for Hayden Hurst. He'll come out. The Bengals will bring in Mitchell Wilcox and Devin Asiasi in a possible quarterback sneak situation or power run for Samaje Pirine. It's a sneak, and Burrow's got the 1st down.
I would snuggle up behind Alex Kappa as well. In my estimation, Alex Kappa is playing Pro Bowl level guard at the right guard position in terms of pass protection as well as coming off the line of scrimmage and controlling it in the running game.
The Bengals started at their own 25. They have a 1st down at the Kansas City 46 as they look to drive down the field after taking the opening kickoff and jump out to an early lead. They certainly did not do that last year against Kansas City in the 2 meetings. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Burrow catches a shotgun snap, puts it in the belly of Samaje Pirine, and he pile drives his way down to the 42 for a 4-yard gain. He's wrapped up by Chris Jones.
You know, that's the type of run that as a lineman you love. Nothing fancy, didn't look very pretty, but when you unpile everybody, you're ahead of the chains. It's 2nd and 6. And that's the kind of thing where you start to control the line of scrimmage and wear the Kansas City Chiefs down. Nothing wrong with that rush at all.
Trenton Irwin checks in. Jamar Chase comes out. They might try to spell Jamar Chase when possible. The Bengals get lined up with 10 on the play clock. Burrow's ready for a shotgun snap with Pirine to his right on 2nd down and 6 at the 42 of KC. Burrow gives it to Pirine again. Gaping hole up the middle. He's to the 35, the 34, and stopped after running for a 1st down on the 8-yard gain.
Nice burst up the gut by Samaje Pirine. That's the strength of his game. Downhill running game. Excellent block by the tight end coming across the formation. Mitchell Wilcox and getting the trap block and springing him. And I think with Jamar Chase, Dan, it's going to be a matter of conditioning. Remember, he did nothing. They told him to get off his feet. No conditioning, football or otherwise, so he's going to be the one. He's going to tell him when he needs a blow.
He's back in here. He goes out to the left with Tyler Boyd. T. Higgins out to the right. Travion Williams checks in at running back. Burrow is back to throw. Looking left, scans the field, throws, caught at the 20-yard line for a 1st down. It's reeled in by Mitchell Wilcox.
Got great protection up front. He had plenty of time and space to throw the football. He stood in that pocket and he was able to take a stride and follow through and zip that football down the field. The offensive line in the early stage is doing an outstanding job up front. 14
yards to Mitchell Wilcox. The Bengals are on the verge of entering the Gold Star red zone. They have it at the 21 of Kansas City. Clock running, 9:47 left in the 1st quarter. as the Bengals look to score first on their opening drive. Burrow catches a shotgun snap, wants to throw. His pass caught by Boyd, tackled at the 5. First and goal, Cincinnati. Juan Thornhill brought him down.
Now let's face it, the Chiefs have not been dynamic on the back end. Their quarterback rating defensively is 99.2, 30th in the NFL. They've given up 22 touchdown passes, 30th in the NFL. The Bengals wide receivers match up very favorably against the corners and safeties, as well as the tight ends matching up against linebackers and safeties.
17 yards on that throw to Boyd. It's first and goal from the 4. Samaje Perine back in at running back. Chase out to the right. Higgins and Boyd out to the left. Burrow ready back at the 9, waiting for the shotgun snap. He catches, cocks the arm, throws, incomplete. Intended for Perine around the 2-yard line, defended by Justin Reed.
Yeah, it's almost the entire crowd just like, oh. When you don't expect incompletions from Joe Burrow. I mean, he is just slicing and dicing, ripping them up. Remember, this is where Kansas City is struggling. Dead last in the league, allowing a touchdown over 70% of the time, particularly in the low red zone. They've had their issues.
That was Burrow's first incompletion. He is 5 for his first 6. Second and goal from the Kansas City 4. 8:54 left in the first quarter. Burrow runs a quarterback draw. Joe slicing toward the end zone, waiting for the touchdown signal.
Yes.
There it is! Touchdown, Bengals, as they go 75 yards to begin the game, and Joe Burrow runs it in from the 4.
You know, you have to score a lot of points when you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Since 2018, the Chiefs are 49-3 when they hold the opponent to less than 27 points. Their game is outscore everybody. So you have to feel like almost every possession, you have to put points on the board in some way, shape, or form. And the Bengals' first drive did exactly that with a touchdown.
Now Kansas City heartbreaker Evan McPherson is in to attempt the extra point. Out of the hold of Drew Chrisman. He places the ball down. The right-footed kick is launched beautifully through the uprights by Evan McPherson. And the Cincinnati Bengals march 75 yards to take a 7-0 lead. They score inside the Gold Star red zone on that 4-yard quarterback draw by Joe Burrow. We'll take a timeout. 8:49 remaining in the first. Now it's Patrick Mahomes' turn. 7-0 Cincinnati is the score on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Family owned and operated, R&L Carriers prides itself on quality customer service. With a nationwide network of service centers, our team works for you and your business, guiding freight across the U.S. and Canada. Speak with a representative to learn more about the company's guaranteed expedited and liftgate services. Our experts will take the time to create a custom shipping solution to fit your individual needs. Connect with us at rlc.com. One call, one carrier. R&L Carriers.
Toyota-thon is on, and that's the best time to save on an adventurous new Toyota RAV4. The best-selling SUV in America is incredibly versatile, and it's one of 15 different all-wheel drive Toyotas. At an EPA-estimated 40 mpg, the electrified RAV4 hybrid could save you thousands in fuel costs over the next 5 years versus the average new vehicle. And every new Toyota comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get details of all offers and fuel savings at buyatoyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Frank's Red Hot is the perfect blend of flavor and heat, so you can put that on everything.
Like buffalo wings.
Everything.
Buffalo nachos.
Everything.
Buffalo mac and cheese?
Yes, and also things that don't start with buffalo. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
USI Insurance Services, Cincinnati's #1 insurance broker. For over 100 years, your Cincinnati USI team has been protecting local businesses and employees. And today, with more than 200 USI offices across the country, we have the resources and the reach to tackle even the most complex insurance needs. Let us show you how the right plan and the right partner can help protect your company's most valuable assets. USI, proud insurance broker of the Cincinnati Bengals.
7-0 Cincinnati, 8:49 left in the first here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The Bengals start the game with an 11-play, 75-yard touchdown drive. It took 6 minutes and 11 seconds off the clock, and those details are brought to you by ProLink Staffing. ProLink Staffing is donating $100 to Ronald McDonald House Charities of Greater Cincinnati for each Bengals touchdown or field goal this season. So far, $5,000 have been raised.
And Dan, 5th rushing touchdown of the season for Joe Burrow. The only player that has more, Joe Mixon, was 6. 5 touchdowns on the ground. Underrated.
Wonder how many quarterbacks have that many this year. I know Jalen Hurts does.
Yeah.
This kickoff taken by Pacheco at the 13. It was a high, short kick. And the rookie running back out of Rutgers gets nailed at the 26 by Stanley Morgan.
Yeah, McPherson got way under that ball. I mean, if it, I'm not sure if it were natural grass, he may have taken a divot. He got so far under it. But still, the coverage was there. You got hang time on it, that's for sure. Chiefs start from their 25.
Patrick Mahomes with a career passer rating of 105.7, number 1 in NFL history. 1st and 10, Kansas City from the 27. The noise level is deafening. Mahomes hands it to Pacheco, and Pacheco will be gang tackled as he crosses the 30. DJ Reader got there first. The tackle fueled by Campbell's Chunky Soup. Fuel up right this season. Be sure to check out Chunky's new spicy lineup. Campbell's Chunky Soup, the official soup of your Bengals.
In the last 3 games, Pacheco's been the guy. Almost 18 carries, averaging 86 yards rushing per game. They have to shut him down.
He was a 7th-round draft pick out of Rutgers. He has typewriter feet. He puts him up and puts him down very quickly. Mahomes looks to pass, throws it to Pacheco, accelerates to the 35, middle of the field 40, and gets pulled down by the feet at the 47-yard line by Jesse Bates. A 16-yard pass to Isaiah Pacheco.
Great call. Boy, they only had 1 defender out there and a bunch of blockers. There are a lot of white jerseys, not very many orange ones out there. It was just got Lou Anarumo on that one, did Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy. They called the screen at the right time.
Just the 5th catch for Pacheco. He's not known to have good hands. He's wearing yellow gloves on this chilly day in Cincinnati. Travis Kelce goes in motion out to the right, also wearing yellow gloves. Mahomes pump fakes, throws for Pacheco, and he gets smashed to the ground by Mike Hilton. Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You know, they should put together a reel of Mike Hilton's tackles and give it to the National Football League to show all rookie defensive players how to tackle with the proper technique. His form tackling is extraordinary.
2nd and 10 for Kansas City. The Bengals leading 7-0. We're midway through the first quarter. This is the first drive of the day for KC. Mahomes ready for the shotgun snap. He catches. He throws a screen out to the right. And the Bengals will bring down Big Jody Fortson at the Cincinnati 47, setting up 3rd down and 4.
A lot of horizontal stuff. Multiple screens. Different ways to get to the screens. Both of these coaches, Andy Reid offensively, Lou Anarumo defensively, make the same things look different and different things look the same. You got a number of core plays that Andy Reid runs, but he runs them with a bunch of different personnel, formations, motion.
Jerick McKinnon, a good pass receiver, checks in at running back. 3 receivers left. Now Kelce will motion to the right. Lines up in a stack on that side. 3rd down and 4. Mahomes back to throw. His pass caught. It'll be a 1st down and more. Streaking out of bounds is Juju Smith-Schuster. Run out by Jesse Bates at the 29-yard line.
Mike Hilton tried to make a diving tackle and missed. And his old teammate, Juju Smith-Schuster, pulled away. And Mike Hilton, actually, he didn't make a diving tackle. He tripped on the turf. The turf monster got him. Just reached up and grabbed the big toe and took him right to the ground. And Juju Smith-Schuster took advantage of that trip.
An 18-yard gain on 3rd down and 4. Kansas City has it at the Cincinnati 29. Mahomes under center for the first time today. McKinnon lined up directly behind. Mahomes takes the snap, hands it off. McKinnon racing up the middle of the field. He's got a 1st down and more. Von Bell eventually wraps him up, and the play is blown dead at the Cincinnati 15.
Well, this has the early earmarkings of a track meet. And what you have to do is, now that they're in the red zone, hold them to 3. The Bengals got in the red zone and scored 7. The Bengals defense is 6th in the NFL, allowing a touchdown only 50% of the time, as opposed to 70% of the time by the Chiefs. Let's see if the Bengals defense can rise up and limit this to a field goal opportunity.
Problem for the Chiefs last week. They scored 1 touchdown on 6 trips into the red zone. They have a 1st down at the Bengals 15. That was against the Rams last week. Mahomes stomps his right foot, catches the shotgun snap, delayed handoff, McKinnon to the 10, and brought down at the 8. 7 yards on the run for Jerick McKinnon. Logan Wilson, second on the Bengals in tackles, made the stop.
And that was kind of messed up, the exchange between Mahomes and McKinnon. And even though it was messed up, he went north and south and hit it hard. Mahomes was thinking about pulling it and running it himself and using McKinnon as a lead blocker. But McKinnon said, I want the football. And he took it from him and just ripped up the field.
Former Tampa Bay running back Ronald Jones checks in. 2nd down and 3 at the Cincinnati 8 as the Chiefs try to tie the game here in the first quarter. Mahomes takes the snap, fakes a handoff, rolls to the right, looking, being chased by B.J. Hill, and he'll chuck it out of the back of the end zone. Mahomes then holds both arms out in a gesture as if to say somebody messed up.
Yeah.
Not sure who.
Yeah, he turned and looked down at his receivers and threw his arms up like, you weren't where you were supposed to be. What the heck is going on? Big 3rd down right here. If the Bengals can bow their necks a little bit, limit this to a field goal.
Mahomes in the gun. Jerick McKinnon lines up to his left. 3 receivers right, 1 out to the left. Kelsey motions from right to left. He'll line up in a stack on that side. Mahomes looking left, throws left, batted away. It was intended for Kelsey, and DJ Reader, who had 2 of those last week, knocks down the Mahomes pass.
And I'll tell you what, Marcus Bailey was going for the interception, and Mahomes pulled him down. That was a heads-up play by Mahomes, because if he doesn't pull Bailey down, he was going after the football. And Mahomes realized it, and he didn't know exactly where the football was, but he said, I'm going to make sure Bailey doesn't get it, and he ripped him to the ground.
6th-year kicker Harrison Butker is in. He's made 12 out of 15 field goal tries. He's hit his last 8. This is just a 26-yarder from the left hash. The punter, Townsend, is the holder. The right-footed kick is good. And now we've got some pushing and shoving after the play.
Here we go.
The officials come running in.
Boy, Trey Flowers was upset. He was not happy coming off that edge. Somebody did something to Trey Flowers that he was not the least bit happy with.
No penalty flags are down. The officials did a nice job of separating the 2 teams. And we'll take a timeout. 3:56 left in the first quarter. The score now, Cincinnati 7, Kansas City 3 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Football fans, the year-end sales event is here at Mike Castrucci Chevrolet. Find new roads today and check out our biggest selection of the year at MikeCastrucciChevrolet.com. Traverse and Trailblazer, Malibu, Equinox, Silverado, and Suburban. If it says Chevrolet, it's in stock, arriving daily and on sale right now during the biggest sale of the season. It's the year-end sales event going on right now at Mike Castrucci Chevrolet.
Hi, I'm Bill Weber.
And I'm Adam Weber with AE Door and Window.
Don't get left out in the cold. Save now at AE Door and Window.
This December, make your home more energy efficient and save up to 10% off Provia windows and patio sliders. Get up to 15% off a new energy efficient entry door or a beautiful new Clopay garage door. And save over $100 off the next generation of LiftMaster garage door openers.
You'll save money when you buy our products and save energy for years to come.
Visit AEDoorsales.com.
We sell the best and service the rest. AE.
Don't waste time washing your laundry. Get your clothes cleaned without leaving the couch. With Rumby, we pick up your order and deliver it back on your schedule, so you never have to think about laundry again. Order now and have your laundry picked up within an hour. Rumby, a new spin on laundry.
Coverage on the football field is just as important as coverage off the field. If you're looking for an individual and family health plan, Medical Mutual has you covered with plans that include $0 select preventive drugs, on-demand telemedicine, and access to thousands of healthcare providers throughout Ohio. Plus, most plans now include MedMutual Pet, a new pet wellness service at no additional cost. Visit medmutual.com/Go Bengals to find a plan. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Who do we think will be better together this week? Fifth Third's better together moment of the game from last week highlighted the teamwork of Samaje Perine and T. Higgins. Be sure to catch next week's Bengals Weekly to see who comes away today with Fifth Third's better together moment of the game.
Each team has had the ball once. Cincinnati leads Kansas City 7-3 here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. Earlier this week, Tyler Boyd described Burrow versus Mahomes as the new version of Brady versus Manning. Those two quarterbacks met 17 times. This is round 3 between Burrow and Mahomes, and Joe Burrow could become the first quarterback to beat Patrick Mahomes 3 consecutive times.
And the Bengals could become the first team to do it. No team has beaten Patrick Mahomes 3 times in a row, or individual quarterback has beaten him 3 times in a row.
Tom Brady is the only quarterback to beat Mahomes 3 times, period. He's 3-3. The kick went off the helmet of Travion Williams. Now he picks up the ball, runs up the middle of the field, gets past the 25-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 25, so it looked like it had disaster potential, but fortunately for the Bengals, Travion scooped it up and ran it back. Michael Burton with a kick coverage tackle for KC.
Yeah, he wanted to hit that going full tilt, and he got to pretty good full speed quickly once he secured the pig, but that thing bounces crazily.
And now they do spot it at the 26. So 1st and 10 Cincinnati from the 26. Burrow in the gun with Pirine to his left. Ted Karras ready to snap it back. Pirine goes in motion. Burrow ready to pass. Looks around. Doesn't find an open receiver. Now he takes off and runs. Charging up the middle of the field before going into a feet-first slide at the 34-yard line.
Well, that was outstanding pass protection. They rushed 4 and dropped 7. Nowhere to go at the football. Joe Burrow's, he's patting the football, trying to find somebody break free. Nobody does. He was standing in the pocket for 5 or 6 seconds, and then decides to tuck it and run for almost a first down, 2nd and 2. Great job up front. They're playing very well up front.
And the Chiefs have a pass rush this year. They're 5th in the NFL in sacks with 35.
Yep.
They only had 31 all of last year. 2nd down and 2 Bengals from their own 34, leading 7-3. Burrow under center, fakes a handoff, rolls left. He's going to launch it deep downfield. Hayden Hurst can't find the ball, and it falls incomplete. Juan Thornhill in coverage.
Boy, where Joe put the ball was directly over the head of Hayden Hurst, and that's the toughest one to catch. If it's over one of the shoulders, it's an easier adjustment to make. But the ball ended up being like right over his head and could not quite make a play on the ball. That was good closing on the football as well by Thornhill.
So on 2nd and 2, they took a shot. Now it's 3rd down and 2. Chris Evans into the game at running back. As Burrow waits for the shotgun snap. He touches both sides of his helmet. 3 receivers right, 1 out to the left. Tyler Boyd lined up in the backfield. He goes in motion. Burrow throws. Caught at the 40-yard line.
Nice.
Jamar Chase. Welcome back, Jamar. He has a first down at the 41.
And his mouthpiece is up at about the 44. I think it was a mouthpiece. Something came out to sitting up there at the 44-yard line. But Jamar Chase, that's a good way to get back into it. Catches the football, gets a hit. Something came out of his helmet. I don't know if it was a mouthpiece or an ear pad or what, but it's still sitting there at the 44-yard line.
Jamar comes out after his first catch of the day. Trenton Irwin in. Samaje Perine back in at running back. 1st and 10 Bengals from the 41. They lead at 7-3. Burrow under center. It's a run to the left. Perine looks for a cutback lane, finds one, and makes it out to the 43. A 2-yard run. Derek Noddy, big defensive tackle, making the stop for KC.
Try to get the outside zone going there, and the Kansas City Chiefs were up to the task. I just think that Samaje Perine, Joe Mixon, Travion Williams, all of them are better downhill, north and south between the tackle runners.
4 carries, 17 yards thus far for Samaje Perine. T. Higgins goes in motion. He's wearing lime green shoes today. Easy to pick him out. 2nd down and 8 Bengals at their own 43. Burrow catches a shoulder-high snap. Throws over the middle. Intercepted at the 42. There's a penalty flag down. Thornhill running it back down the sideline to the 25, the 20. He gets hit from behind, and he's tackled at the 9-yard line. Who is the penalty on?
Yeah, it looked like that Jamar Chase may have been held up. Jamar Chase is saying, "Bring it back, boys. They grabbed me during the route." I mean, you can't let the defense do that to me. And the official said, "I'm not going to let you do it to him."
The offense staying on the field, and the Chiefs dejectedly walking back.
Defense number 21. Ball he placed the spot on the foul. Automatic first down.
Rookie McDuffie is the guilty party, and he's the one that interfered with Jamar Chase, grabbing him and made him buckle, and as a result, took him out of his route. And Joe Burrow was leading Jamar Chase across the field on a little in route, and the pass interference deterred him from getting there, and that's the reason for the interception.
Automatic first down. Wiping out the interception and the long return by Juan Thornhill. Chiefs secondary got roasted here at Paycor Stadium by the Bengals last year. Kansas City had 10 draft picks this year. 5 of the 10 were reinforcements to the secondary, and McDuffie was chosen in the first round.
You know, we talked about the Chiefs pass rush. They have a sack in 14 straight games. I mean, they've been getting after it, but not just this season. Been getting after it a while.
Travion Williams checks in at running back. Burrows under center again. Takes the snap. Fakes a handoff to Williams. Inches up in the pocket. Launches it deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete at the goal line. Penalty flag in the offensive backfield. Did they rough Burrow?
Yeah, they're taking their shots. They're taking their shots down the football field.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense, number 90.
Stallworth.
15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
He hit himself on both sides of his head with his hands, and he knew that he was the guilty party. And he came up the football field and buried Joe Burrow, buried him to the turf, and gets called for the unnecessary roughness. Boy, I'll tell you what, back in the day, that was just a hell of a good pass rush and play. But they are protecting the quarterbacks, I guess. That's the reason people pay all this money to come watch them play.
Back-to-back penalties on Kansas City, and costly ones. The Bengals have a first down at the 32 of KC. 1:17 left in the first quarter. Burrow hands it to Pirine. It's a downhill run. Straight ahead, and look at Samaje at 240 pounds, dragging people down to the 25 for a 7-yard gain.
And he wasn't happy about the way he got pushed backwards at the end of the play and came right back in the face of the Kansas City Chiefs defensive football team. Samaje Pirine can squat the world. And, I mean, he keeps those knees churning, and he keeps, pumping those legs up as high as he can. He's going to move the pile. That looked like a rugby scrum.
George Karlaftis, another first-round draft pick by Kansas City this year. The rookie out of Purdue made the tackle. Officially an 8-yard gain. It's second down and 2 at the KC 24. Got a running clock, 34 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-3 Cincinnati. Burrow gives it to Pirine. A massive hole opens up between left tackle and left guard. And Samaje charges to the 14-yard line before McDuffie makes the stop.
Karras, Volson, Williams take a bow. Everybody came off the football well that time. Volson got to the linebacker level very quickly. All he did was hand check the down lineman because Ted Karras had such good control, and he battered the linebacker.
The first quarter comes to an end. The Bengals will start in the Gold Star red zone when the second quarter gets underway.
Nice.
After a very fast first quarter, it's Cincinnati 7, Kansas City 3 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Say hooday every time you pay with Bengals Banking. As the official bank of the Cincinnati Bengals, we've teamed up to give you exclusive Bengals banking perks, including a Bengals branded debit card, a 53% discount on select tickets, early access on game day, and a 15% discount at the Bengals Pro Shop and online. Visit your local branch to score these exclusive perks or check out 53.com/Bengals to learn more. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Hey, it's Dave Lapham for First Star Logistics, a Bengals sponsor and one of Cincinnati's fastest growing companies. It's where you can score your next great job as a broker agent. It'll be your job to figure out and arrange the best way to ship freight across the country and around the world. First Star gives you a great base salary, plus uncapped commissions. Go for the career win. Learn more at firststarlogistics.com and tell them Lapham sent you.
First Star Logistics, opportunity knocking.
The need for home health is growing. At Gravity Plus, we believe that home testing is the future of personalized healthcare. We are evolving our brand in order to better communicate the breadth of expertise, expand our products, and put the power of healthcare in our customers' hands. It's your health. Own it. Learn more about how you can take control of your health at gravityplus.com. Let's make healthcare better together.
Hey Bengals fans, have you tried the new infinitely recyclable ball aluminum cup? Perfect for tailgating outside the jungle or for your next watch party from home. It replaces single-use plastic cups with a sleek, sustainable alternative that offers a cool touch experience, and they're made right here in the USA. Simply pour, sip, enjoy, and then recycle. Pick up a pack of Ball aluminum cups at your local Kroger store. Ball Aluminum Cup is a proud partner of the Cincinnati Bengals.
On to the second quarter at sold-out Paycor Stadium. Cincinnati 7, Kansas City 3. The Bengals are on their second drive. Kansas City has only had the ball once. That helps explain why the Bengals have been dominant statistically thus far. 110 yards for Cincinnati, 65 for KC. Time of possession basically 2-1. About 10 minutes for the Bengals and roughly 5 for the Chiefs.
That's why they wanted the football when they won the coin toss. The heck with deferring. Take the ball, grind them, put them in a meat grinder, play keep away, score a touchdown, and then do it again. And they're in the midst of doing it again.
1st and 10 at the Kansas City 14. The Bengals send 3 receivers out to the right, 1 out to the left. Burrow in the gun, Pirine to his right. Joe extends the ball. Samaje escapes a hit in the backfield, but he is going to be tackled for a loss at the 19-yard line.
Ooh.
Chris Jones blew up the play, and then Willie Gay made sure that Pirine did not escape.
But Chris Jones just took the pullers away. Chris Jones just flew up the football field. They were trying to run a backside counter, pulling 2 linemen, and Chris Jones just picked LC off. I mean, he hit the gap between the 2 pullers and blew the whole thing up. And at that point in time, Pirine's every man for himself.
Carlos Dunlap in the game to rush the passer for KC. 2nd and 15 at the Kansas City 19. Burrow catches the shotgun snap from the pocket, gets away from Carlos Dunlap, scrambles right, throws toward the sideline. And it is a catch. Jamar Chase got his feet down inbounds at the 12. Joshua Williams in coverage. The Bengals get 7 back, and now it's 3rd down and 8.
Jamar Chase had to come back to the football. He had to work his way back to Joe Burrow, who showed his escapability. He extends and creates plays pretty darn well and got the completion done. But because Jamar had to come back to the football so much, he didn't get a whole lot of yards.
3rd down and 8 from the Kansas City 12. Boyd motions. He lines up in the slot to the left with Chase out wide to the left. Higgins out to the right. Burrow throws a slant.
Nice.
Higgins with a catch. He breaks the tackle. He extends the ball. Touchdown.
Nice.
Bengals, as the Bengals score touchdowns on their first 2 drives.
And T. Higgins, big, strong body, full-grown man. Not only does he box people out and out-jump people for the football, high-point the football at 6'4", 220 pounds or so. That run after catch was as good as you're going to see. Showed physicality, showed second effort, extending the ball. That was just an unbelievable play, an unbelievable effort by T. Higgins. We have a penalty flag at the 7-yard line.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, Cincinnati number 1. Kansas City has elected to put this foul on the kickoff. This is the first foul in the category of unsportsmanlike conduct. If number 1 gets another foul of the same type, he will be disqualified.
Well, I guess T. Higgins got a little bit exuberant in his verbal celebration of the touchdown by T. Higgins, and he just Jamar Chase got a little over exuberant in his celebration of the T. Higgins touchdown. A little verbal taunting, and they're going to take the penalty on the kickoff.
He was directing it toward the guy who provided the bulletin board material this week, Justin Reed. Here comes the PAT from Evan McPherson. It is good. And the Bengals have a 14-3 lead over the Kansas City Chiefs. That was a 17-yard touchdown pass on 3rd down from Burrow to Higgins. And the Bengals have scored inside the Gold Star red zone on both possessions. We'll take a timeout. 13:33 left in the half. 14-3 Cincinnati on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Are you ready to up your snack bowl game? Add these winning treats to your holiday snack line. Every Farm allow hazelnut hot cocoa flavored cookies, Snack Factory white cream and peppermint pretzel crisps, and Snyder's of Hanover pretzel snacks and rods. Each one is festive, delicious, and ready for your snack slice, ready from the back. Whether you're watching from home or hanging at tailgate, these snacks are the real MVPs of game day and the holidays. Available now at Kroger.
It's a new day. Kettering Health has been selected as the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Through family wellness programs, sports medicine, and innovative health initiatives like the Bengals' Crucial Catch to intercept cancer, we'll be working together to help you be your best. To learn more about this partnership, visit us at ketteringhealth.org/Bengals. Kettering Health, the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey Bengals fans, don't miss a single play during local games. All you need is an antenna hooked up to your TV and you can watch live action football for free. That's right, no subscription needed, no fees, and no credit card information required. It's just your TV and an antenna. Then you get live sports, news, and other popular shows all for free. Just visit thefreetvproject.org to get started. Antennas up, game on. Get ready for kickoff with thefreetvproject.org. Furnished by EW Scripps.
White Claw delivers a wave of pure refreshment in a variety of flavors, from the originals, black cherry and mango, to new flavors like passion fruit and blackberry. Crafted using our unique Brew Pure process, White Claw brings a crisp taste with 100 calories, 5% alcohol, and 2 grams of carbs. Check out your favorite retailer in-store or online for White Claw variety packs, single flavor packs, and single-serve cans. Bring the wave with White Claw Hard Seltzer. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer works. Chicago, Illinois.
14-3 Bengals here at sold-out Paycor Stadium. Paycor proud to be the official HR provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. And thanks for tuning in on the First Star Logistics Bengals radio network. The unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Jamar Chase means the Bengals have to kick off from their own 20 instead of the 35. Isaiah Pacheco waiting at the 10 to return. Very high kick. Pacheco settles under it. He'll start from the 12-yard line. Running toward the middle of the field. He's at the 25, and he gets brought down at the 30-yard line by Joe Bacci.
That's good coverage right there. Very good coverage. And how about Joe Burrow on third down? That's his 9th touchdown pass to no interceptions on third down. Coming into the game, he was second in the NFL with a quarterback rating of 123.4. It's going up. Joe Burrow has been big time on third down and in the fourth quarter.
The Chiefs begin from their 30-yard line. The Bengals have a 14-3 lead early second quarter. Hard to hear yourself think right now here at Paycor Stadium. It's a draw play handoff. Pacheco nailed after a gain of about 2.5. B.J. Hill and Sam Hubbard combining to bring down Isaiah Pacheco.
You know, this is just the opposite of the two games in January of last year. The Bengals gave up big leads and had to fight back. The Bengals now have a 2-score lead. They had to fight back in the game here in the regular season from 3 14-point deficits.
2nd down and 7 for Kansas City. Travis Kelce motions out to the left. Ronald Jones in at running back. Mahomes looking. Yeah. He's grabbed and sacked. Yeah. Sam Hubbard sacking Mahomes at the 25-yard line for a loss of 8.
That's my grandson's favorite player, Sam Hubbard. He went to Sam's football camp in the summer and fell in love with Sam Hubbard. And I'll tell you what, that's a good guy to fall in love with. The H-boys give effort, and he beat Wiley like a drum. He beat him upfield to the outside, and it was all over for Patrick Mahomes.
5.5 sacks this year for Hubbard. 3rd down and 15 for Kansas City. The Bengals will play 4 defensive backs way back by the first down marker. Mahomes fakes a short pass. Now moving forward, scrambling to the left. He stays behind the line, cocks the arm, launches it downfield. Caught at the Cincinnati 41 by Justin Watson. But there's a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Lineman downfield, I bet.
2 penalty flags down.
I wonder if lineman downfield, I wonder if somebody was holding. But I'll tell you what, they rushed 3 and dropped 8. And the Bengals had Mahomes confused again. He was running around like a wild man.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by Kansas City.
Yeah.
Ineligible man downfield, number 73. That penalty is declined. Ineligible man downfield, number 77. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And Andrew Wiley's saying, why are they declining Allegretti and taking mine? I don't want my name in the penalty books. I mean, so, but that's unbelievable coverage. Again, you can drop 8 into coverage, but you can run a bunch of different coverages off of it. And that's what Lou Anarumo is doing, and he's making Mahomes hesitant again.
3rd down and 20. It looks like the Bengals will rush 3 and cover with 8 again. Mahomes ready for the shotgun snap. He catches. Drops back to the 10-yard line. Looking. Running up the middle of the field. Gestures. Guns it as far as he can downfield. And it's incomplete. Jesse Bates was closer to the ball than Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the intended receiver. And the Chiefs will have to punt it away.
I mean, when you run a spy, you don't spy with the same guy. You spy with a bunch of guys. And that's what Lou Anarumo is going to do during the course of this game. When you rush 3 and drop 8 into coverage, you don't run the same coverage. You run multiple looks in coverages. And right now, Patrick Mahomes doesn't know what he's looking at.
Tommy Townsend standing at the 6, waiting for the long snap. Trent Taylor, 6th in the league in punt returning, waits back at the 30 of Cincinnati. Townsend launches an extremely high punt. That's about as high as you will ever see. Taylor catches it to 25. Middle of the field, 30. Breaks a tackle and then gets brought down around the 34 or 35 by Michael Burton. We'll take a timeout. 11:20 left in the half. The Bengals get the ball for the 3rd time, leading 14-3 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
If you're an HR leader, everyone depends on you.
I quit.
Okay. We're not hiring my ex-husband.
I'm done.
For all things HR, depend on Paycor.
There's a new connection with speeds, opportunities, and experiences, all elevated by superior fiber technology, connecting people, places, and things like never before. With a heightened purpose for good that's committed to community and dedicated to a better connection between everyone, for everyone. This is Alta Fiber, elevating connection. Proud to be the official internet and Wi-Fi provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.
There are lots of ways to make Skyline part of your game plan. You can pregame with friends in 5 ways at your favorite Skyline, or carry out conies to crush during the game. And Skyline is the only place for post-game Cholitos and chili cheese fries. Football, basketball, baseball, or soccer. High school, college, or pro. Doesn't matter. Game time is always a good time for Skyline. So get your game face on and get your Skyline game plan together. Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
Are you ready to supercharge your career? ProLink Staffing has the perfect opportunity waiting for you. Whether you're a seasoned professional or making a fresh start, we have exclusive, high-paying jobs in healthcare, manufacturing, engineering, and more. Visit ProLinkStaffing.com to find your next job and apply in 60 seconds or less. You and ProLink Staffing, working better together. ProLink Staffing, proud sponsors of the Cincinnati Bengals. Hoard.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
Fifth Third Bank and the Cincinnati Bengals, better together for over a decade. On the field and in the community, we're working hard to make Cincinnati a Fifth Third better. To learn more, visit 53.com/Bengals. And Dan, Wiley had a series there to forget. Sam Hubbard gets a sack on him, and then he's called for being downfield, one of the 2 offensive linemen illegally downfield. Tough series.
The Bengals have touchdowns on their first 2 possessions. They begin number 3 at their own 35. They lead at 14-3 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. 11:20 left in the half. Burrow wants to throw, floats it downfield.
Oh.
Chase makes a crazy one-handed catch, but he could not come down inbounds. Trent McDuffie in coverage. That's the best catch that didn't count that you will ever see.
No question. But McDuffie used the sideline as a 12th defender. He leveraged it pretty well. And boy, just an extraordinary effort by Jamar Chase. What is it with these LSU receivers with these one-handed catches? I mean, that's incredible.
2nd down and 10, Bengals at their own 35-yard line. Burrow motions Pirine from his left hip to his right. Joe's back to throw. Quick pass, back shoulder, caught by Chase. Penalty flag down. He might have pushed off for offensive interference.
He pushed off of McDuffie. He got separation by pushing off, yeah.
And now the Chiefs get in his face, which they might eventually come to regret. Jamar generally.
Pass interference. Offense number 1. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Jamar generally doesn't need a lot of extra motivation.
He's so strong. He doesn't have to do all that to get the separation. But he did. He pushed right in the chest. McDuffie pushed with that right hand. It just goes to show you how strong he is. He just one hand to the middle of the chest of McDuffie, staggered him.
Nick Bolton got away with a high shot to Joe Burrow's back at the end of the play. 2nd and 20. Here's a toss sweep to the right. P. Ryan accelerating, following L. Collins.
Yeah.
And it's a decent pickup as he makes it to the 33 for a gain of 8. Juan Thornhill making the stop.
Nice job, LC. Go get yourself some. I mean, pin and pull. Tight end pins, LC's pulling. Take him back, LC. Knock him around a little bit. LC does a good job in space. That's a nice job by the tight ends and wide receivers that have done a good job in the last few weeks just pinning the perimeter.
We have an injury update we will tell you about in just a moment. It is 3rd down and 12, Cincinnati. The Bengals at their own 33. 2 receivers out to each side. Burrow waiting. Catches the shotgun snap. Kansas City sends pressure. Burrow in trouble. Scrambling. Being chased by 2 defenders. And he's shoved out of bounds short of the first down. Around the 42-yard line. Ted Karras comes running in. Didn't like the shot on Joe Burrow from George Karlaftis. Here's the injury update. Hayden Hurst is going to miss the rest of this game with a right calf injury. His helmet is off. He's on the sideline wearing a stocking cap.
Unfortunate to say the least. And that time Steve Spagnuolo said, the heck with this noise. My DNA is to blitz and play man. Joe Burrow's slicing me up playing this deep zone. I'm going to blitz, and he did.
Here comes Drew Chrisman's first punt of the day. Kind of wobbly-looking punt. Watson sprints forward and makes a fair catch right around the 20-yard line. We have a timeout on the field with 9:28 remaining after that 40-yard punt by Drew Chrisman. We're in the second quarter, and the Bengals lead the Chiefs 14-3 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Hey, football fans, when it's game time around here, the go-to truck is none other than the 2022 Chevy Silverado. Taking the field with outstanding stats for towing, payload, horsepower, and torque, tackling the toughest jobs with aggressive capability, and featuring an all-new interior, fully redesigned with an updated cabin, bigger touchscreen, and improved comfort yard after yard. Chevy Silverado, available now with a great offer at your Tri-State Chevy dealers.
We've always been like a close-knit family. Once college started, he didn't forget about me totally. He was the one who asked, do you want to go to Skyline? We sit in our booth, enjoy the food, and catch up on each other's lives.
Whether it was for an hour or 2 hours, no matter what it was, we still were able to sit there, just kind of connect with each other.
It's always hot. It's always good. It's a food that you just can't go wrong with. I love it.
Are you a nonprofit group looking to raise funds for your charity? Take fundraising to new heights by working in a concession stand during Bengals games for Aramark at Paycor Stadium. This is an opportunity to surpass your fundraising needs in an exciting environment. Each year, nonprofits raise thousands of dollars by volunteering at Bengals games. See how your group can become part of the action. Call 513-455-4914. All volunteers must be members of Acting 501 Nonprofit Group.
Frank's Red Hot is the perfect blend of flavor and heat, so you can put that on everything.
Like buffalo wings.
Everything.
Buffalo nachos.
Everything.
Buffalo mac and cheese?
Yes, and also things that don't start with buffalo. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
We invite you to join us this Wednesday night at E&O at the Banks for the Bengals Game Plan Show presented by Bud Light. That's every Wednesday from 6 to 8. If you can't make it out to E&O, you can listen on ESPN 1530. 9:28 left in the second quarter. Cincinnati leads Kansas City 14-3. This will be the Chiefs' third possession, and it will begin from the 19-yard line.
And the only reason the Bengals get stopped is a penalty of self-destruction. The offensive pass interference got them off schedule. They almost converted on third down. Stay away from the penalties.
Mahomes under center. Pacheco in at running back. Travis Kelce motions from right to left. Mahomes fakes a handoff. Looking left. Now looks over the middle. Throws. Leaping catch made by Gray. And it'll be a first down for KC as Noah Gray gets tackled at the 34-yard line.
There's no doubt that Patrick Mahomes has got extreme arm talent. But every once in a while, he's got what I'm calling arm arrogance. He has so much confidence in it. He will try to thread the needle, and if the game continues the way it's going with the rush 3 and drop 8, he's going to put it on somebody as a defensive back. Make him pay. Don't drop it.
That was a 15-yard pass to Noah Gray. Here's a rollout to the right by Mahomes. His pass caught by Juju Smith-Schuster. And he charges straight ahead for a first down out to the 46 before Logan Wilson drags him down.
Nice adjustment by Andy Reid there. Little play-action pass, get the quarterback out of pocket, let him throw back to the middle of the football field to an uncovered receiver in the middle of the field. Easy throw. Change the launch point for the quarterback and make it a little easier, a little more difficult than pass rush.
Now Mahomes in the shotgun. Pacheco to his right. They give it to Isaiah Pacheco, and I'll tell you what, he's the best seventh-round draft pick in the NFL this year as he runs for 9 to the Bengals 45. Von Bell making the tackle.
The thing about him is his pad level is so low. I mean, he's 5'10", and probably 5'10 max, and he hides behind those big offensive linemen, and the next thing you know, he's bursting right out at you.
Clock running, 7:53 left in the second quarter. Juju Smith-Schuster motions and lines up in the slot to the left. Second down and 1 at the Bengals 45. They give it to Pacheco. He'll pick up the first down. He doesn't get much. He gets tackled at the 43 after a 2-yard run by B.J. Hill.
B.J. Hill does a good job of separating from the block and making the play. But DJ Reader tried to keep his gap on the backside, but just overran it slightly. The Kansas City Chiefs are saying we got to get back to a balanced attack here. We have to get on the ground with the running game, not abandon the running game and throw it every down, even though we have Patrick Mahomes.
Former first-round draft pick Clyde Edwards-Helaire is out with an ankle injury, but Pacheco had taken his starting job before the injury. First and 10 at the Cincinnati 43. Sky Moore goes in jet motion. Mahomes looks to pass, throws, and into traffic.
Oh!
It is incomplete.
Oh.
Knocked up in the air between Mike Hilton and Von Bell. That's exactly what you were talking about earlier, Lap. Thrown in an area where the Bengals very easily could have had a pick.
Yeah, they got Mahomes out of pocket. He moved to his right just a little bit and threw back to his left and hung it up there a little bit, and it just tantalizingly hung up in the air. Cam Taylor-Britt got his hands on it, but could not quite control it. But boy, when those are there, you got to make Mahomes pay. Don't let those fall to the ground.
Second down and 10. The crowd trying to make a difference with the decibel level here in the jungle. Mahomes fakes a handoff to Pacheco, looking for an open target. Now Mahomes will run. He's to the 40, and he slides down at the 37. A 6-yard scramble. Jermaine Pratt was closing in.
Gotta make a play on third down right here. Don't allow this drive to be extended any longer. And Patrick Mahomes makes a good decision, picks up what he can, because now it's a third and makeable situation. And what will Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy do with formation and window dressing?
Travis Kelce goes out widest to the right, outside the numbers. McKinnon checks in at running back. Now Kelce walks back toward the formation and lines up in between a slot receiver and the right tackle. Mahomes off his back foot, floats it for Kelce. Incomplete at the 15 with Von Bell in coverage.
Nice job by Von Bell avoiding the interference. And Kelce turned around to the official and he was complaining about it, but no flag, no call. Von Bell runs by him, then turns around and gets the right hand in to bother it a little bit. Kelce doesn't make a play on it. Kelce normally will make that kind of play. They're going on fourth down.
It is 4th and 4 at the Cincinnati 37. Rather than attempt a 55-yard field goal, the Chiefs line up to go for it. They have 2 running backs in. Nope. Kelce is actually in the backfield. McKinnon lines up to the right of the quarterback, Mahomes. Mahomes back to throw. Looking left. Short throw.
Tackle.
Juju Smith-Schuster. Got away from Von Bell. Did he get the first down? Yes, they're saying he did.
I think it was Cam Taylor-Britt over there that was trying to make the tackle on him, and he hit him high.
Okay, that's correct.
And Juju Smith-Schuster just could not quite, or he just ran through the high hit of Cam Taylor-Britt. You tackle that guy up around the shoulder pads, he's a powerful dude. Lowered those pads and got the first down.
Will the Bengals consider throwing a red challenge flag on that spot? I'm sure the folks upstairs are studying the replay.
Where's the knee? Where's the ball? When the left knee hits, where is the football? That's close. It's very close.
Bengals are not going to challenge it. Clock running, 5:20 left in the half. 1st and 10 as Kansas City converts on 4th down. Receiver goes in jet motion. They hand it off to McKinnon. Finds a cutback lane up the middle and races to the Cincinnati 24-yard line. Cam Sample tackling him. That's an 8-yard run.
Surprises me that Patrick Mahomes on 4th down would throw a completion short of the sticks and say to his receiver, you have to go make a great run to make that first down. That's very non-Patrick Mahomes-like in the past. It shows his maturity and his poise and patience.
2nd down and 2 at the Cincinnati 24. The Bengals lead at 14-3. Moore goes in jet motion. They give it to him, trying to sweep around the right side. He's at the 20, 15, and he gets pulled down at the 12-yard line by Cam Sample.
And this is the type of offense that we've grown accustomed to seeing with Andy Reid. He's got his gadgets, he's got his gimmicks, and boy, he's got so much in his playbook. And it's adjustments to adjustments, and then adjustments to those. This is the chess match that's going on right now between Lou Anarumo, Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, and the Bengals defensive coaches.
Sky Moore, a 2nd-round draft pick this year out of Western Michigan. 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 12. Mahomes hands it off. McKinnon racing in between the numerals and the hash marks. He's inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 2 by Von Bell.
Boy, it's going to be right at the chains. I mean, it's the 2-yard line. Is it 1st and goal or is it 2nd and short? Looks like it's 1st and goal.
That is correct. 1st and goal with the ball inside the 2-yard line.
Boy, this will be a tougher dynamic to hold this to a field goal opportunity, but the Bengals are capable.
Andy Reid known to do a lot of gadget-type stuff inside the 5. And there's an injured player down in the end zone for Cincinnati. Jesse Bates down on his back.
It's not good. He's going to have to leave for at least one snap. Hopefully that's all it'll be.
We have a timeout with 3:20 left in the 2nd quarter.
So it just goes to show you in track meets like this, a penalty that gets you off schedule where you can't convert on 3rd down and you have to punt the ball away, and the other team takes advantage of it and makes a conversion on 4th down to keep a drive alive, but it's not incurring any penalties. It's staying on schedule. It's staying ahead of the chains as much as possible. You can't self-destruct in this game.
Dax Hill will check in. Jesse Bates is on his feet and walking toward the Cincinnati sideline. I mentioned that the Chiefs like to do unusual gadget-type stuff close to the goal line. Last week in their victory over the Rams, they had a receiver go in jet motion. They tossed it forward to him. He threw it backward to Mahomes. Mahomes then threw it for the end zone, but it got broken up.
And Travis Kelce is lined up at quarterback inside the 5-yard line multiple times for Andy Reid.
1st and goal inside the 2. Sky Moore goes in jet motion. Mahomes hands it off. McKinnon got driven backward. He got to the 1, and it looked like he ran into a wall.
The Great Wall of China. I mean, that was a big wall.
B.J. Hill representing that wall.
Man, you talk about a rejection. He ran into the backside of his lineman that got stoned by the Bengals defensive lineman, and it was like, man, B.J. Hill said, I'm taking this lineman and knocking him backwards right into the running back, and I'm tackling all you guys.
They spotted at the 2, so no gain on the play. 2nd and goal from the 2. Now the Chiefs line up in an I formation. Mahomes is under center. Mahomes takes the snap, fakes a handoff, wants to throw, fires into the end zone. Incomplete, intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the back of the end zone.
Well, he was open, and he had the ball momentarily but couldn't secure it. And the Bengals showed that they were in man coverage. They brought him in motion, set him on the other side of the formation. Cam Taylor-Britt followed him. And then at that point, Mahomes is saying, I got him open in the back of the end zone, put it on his hands, but he could not secure it.
That should have been his 30th touchdown pass of the year.
Absolutely.
Trey Flowers checks in. 3rd down and goal from the 2. Jermaine Pratt sprints off the field. Mahomes in the gun. McKinnon to his right. 3 receivers in a cluster out to the left. Mahomes catches the shotgun snap. Throws. McKinnon catches, and he runs into the end zone for the Kansas City touchdown.
Yeah, McKinnon was wide open from Jump Street. And trying to make a play on it late was Logan Wilson, it looked like, trying to get out in the flat, but he was too late on it. He must have got caught up in traffic. And again, formations, motion, window dressing, sometimes you don't trust your eyes quickly enough, and if you hesitate, it's equivalent to making a mistake.
So Mahomes gets his league-leading 30th touchdown pass after all, a 2-yarder to Jerick McKinnon. Here is Butker to attempt the extra point. From 33 yards out, his kick is good. The only positive is that it comes
there's
with
another flag.
I was going to say the only positive is that it comes with 2:23 left in the half. Plenty of time for the Bengals to try to answer.
A lot of talking going on. There must be more dialogue. The official got in the middle of a little brouhaha verbal one and threw his flag.
The extra point is good. After the play was over, personal foul, Cincinnati, number 98. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. Timeout.
Well, you have taunting, you have personal fouls. You can't afford these types of penalties in a game like this. You're going to have to clean it up.
The Chiefs just went 81 yards to score a touchdown. Took 7 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock. It was a 14-play drive, and the score is now 14-10. Cincinnati on top. We'll take a timeout with 2:23 left in the half on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Is the air in your home healthy? If you have a musty, leaky basement, it's probably not. Hey, Gary Sullivan here. Mold and mildew from bad basement air can cause problems for your family. Coughing, sneezing, allergies, even asthma. I want you to call EverDry Waterproofing today. They'll fix your basement permanently. Over 16,000 homeowners in Cincinnati have trusted EverDry to make their basement healthy. And they have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and from me. EverDry Waterproofing. Call for a free basement inspection today.
Toyotathon is on, and that's the best time to save on the aggressively sophisticated Toyota Highlander. With room for up to 8, Highlander is one of 15 different all-wheel drive Toyotas. At an EPA estimated 35 mpg, the electrified Highlander Hybrid could save you thousands in fuel costs over the next 5 years versus the average new vehicle. And every new Toyota comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get details of all offers and fuel savings at buyatoyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hi, Bengals fans. Dan Hoard here. During challenging times, it's important to work with businesses you feel comfortable with. That's why pros rely on Cincinnati area Win Supply, Win Nelson, and Win Electric locations. They offer products from leading brands like A.O. Smith water heaters, Pass and Seymour electrical supplies, and American Standard residential and commercial plumbing products to get the job done right. Visit any of our 9 locations in Greater Cincinnati or order online. The Win Supply family of companies. We're proud supporters of your Cincinnati Bengals.
Bengals fans, stop by the all-new Jungle Zone, powered by the Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers before each game this season. Live music and family-friendly games makes this the perfect pregame location for fans of all ages. For more information, check out Bengals.com/Jungle Zone. Hooday!
2:23 left in the half. A Kansas City touchdown cut Cincinnati's lead to 4. The Bengals up 14-10. We remind you that Pepsi is the official soft drink of the Cincinnati Bengals. And we thank you for tuning in here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. That 15-yard penalty on the extra point on DJ Reader means the Chiefs get to kick off from the 50. And we'll see if they try to squib it down inside the 10 and maybe attempt to pin the Bengals deep in their own territory.
Yeah, I would think so. And if they can ricochet it off somebody's hands, that's even better. Interesting to see. You got a holder involved.
Harrison Butker with a very short approach. He kicks it very high and short. It's fielded on the run at the 12 by Travion Williams. He's got running room to the left, but Kansas City makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. That was a great play by Leo Chanel, the rookie out of Wisconsin, because there was a big gap opening up on that side, and he raced over and made the tackle.
Yeah, there was a lane. I think he had gotten out of that lane, and I think he felt like I better hightail my butt back to that lane, or I'm going to get killed when we put the tape on with our special teams coach.
2:20 left in the half. This is Cincinnati's fourth drive. Bengals have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Pirine in the backfield. Burrow waiting for the gun snap from Karras. The ball's on the left hash. Burrow sticks it in the belly of Pirine. Shakes and bakes at the 25, makes a man miss, and runs out of bounds close to the first down marker. They'll say he went out at the 32 after a 9-yard gain. Frank Clark with a stop.
Justin Reed is the one that he ran over. And he probably thought, I can't do it to a better guy. Justin Reed was the one that was yapping. And that time he got stiff-armed right on his backside.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. The score, Cincinnati 14, KC 10. This is the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
The chant ripples through the tailgating crowd. Faces painted orange and black. The air is rich with the smell of grilling and the sound of joyous anticipation. These burgers and dogs are served on delicious ballpark buns and rolls, toasted golden brown over the flames. They complement the flavor perfectly. Each bite, a testament to the grill master's skill. Surely this will win Ballpark Griller of the game.
It's a new day. Kettering Health has been selected as the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Through family wellness programs, sports medicine, and innovative health initiatives like the Bengals' Crucial Catch to intercept cancer, we'll be working together to help you be your best. To learn more about this partnership, visit us at ketteringhealth.org/Bengals. Kettering Health, the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Are you ready to supercharge your career? ProLink Staffing has the perfect opportunity waiting for you. Whether you're a seasoned professional or making a fresh start, we have exclusive, high-paying jobs in healthcare, manufacturing, engineering, and more. Visit ProLinkStaffing.com to find your next job and apply in 60 seconds or less. You and ProLink Staffing, working better together. ProLink Staffing, proud sponsors of the Cincinnati Bengals. Hooday.
All right, it's starting to feel like this is our season. So let's plan to be on location for the whole thing. From stage side at the NFL Draft to the best seats at the best games of the year to the only way to experience Super Bowl 57 live in Arizona. On Location has unlocked a whole new world of premium fan hospitality. On Location is all access all season long. Explore your exclusive team experiences at NFLOnLocation.com or search NFL On Location. Your experience of a lifetime awaits only with On Location.
2 minutes left in the half. Cincinnati 14, Kansas City 10. Here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The Chiefs are due to get the ball to begin the third quarter, so the Bengals would like to use the remaining 2 minutes and score just before the end of the half. They lead it 14-10. They have it 2nd down and 1 at their own 32. Cincinnati has run it 13 times and passed 11 so far. Burrow in the gun. Pirine to his left. Joe hands it to Samaje. He has the first down as he runs right between the hash marks out to the 38-yard line. Carlos Dunlap with the tackle for KC.
Nice job by Volson on Chris Jones. One-on-one. Knocked him inside. Pirine ran right off his left hip.
51 yards so far for Samaje Pirine. Now Burrow wants to throw the slant. T. Higgins with the catch. And T is close to a first down. Stopped 1 yard short by Trent McDuffie. The clock is running with 1:30 left in the half.
Boy, he just made Thornhill miss. Thornhill was trying to take a big shot on T. Higgins. Just sidestepped him. Thornhill went out into space.
The Bengals are at their own 47-yard line. 2nd down and 1. High snap caught by a leaping Burrow. Joe with time. Flings it.
Nice.
Caught at the 35 of Kansas City. Chased down the sideline. 25, 20. Hurdles a defender and goes out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Juan Thornhill saved the touchdown, but maybe only temporarily.
Well, they blitzed. And, can't help himself. He's like, all right, we're going to blitz. We're playing man coverage. Every time you play man coverage, Jamar Chase will make you pay. Steve Spagnuolo said, Joe's slicing us up in the zone coverages. I'm going to blitz and play man, and it killed him.
40 yards to Jamar Chase. The Bengals have it at the 13. They're in the Gold Star red zone again. 1st and 10 with 1:10 left in the half. Boyd goes in motion. He'll line up in the slot to the left. Chase out wide to the left. Higgins out to the right. Burrow gives to Pirine. Samaje bowling balls his way down the middle of the field to the 6.
I'll tell you, it's almost like, don't score too fast. Don't give Mahomes any time here. Man.
Kansas City's going to try to save some time and calls a timeout. That's the first one used by the Chiefs. It was another 8-yard gain for Samaje Pirine, and it'll be 2nd down and 2 from the 6 after this timeout by KC.
But the biggest thing is, get the ball in the damn end zone. I don't care if it takes 2 seconds or if it takes a minute and 1 second. Score. Forget about the score. And then say to your defense, I have faith in you, I have trust in you. Don't get too cute and try to burn too much time and all that. Call plays that will get you in the end zone.
Last year in 2 games against Kansas City, Joe Burrow averaged 348 passing yards. He had 6 touchdowns, 1 INT. Today, 128 yards so far, 1 touchdown passing, 1 touchdown running for Joe Burrow, and a passer rating over 132. 2nd down and 2 from the 6. Mitch Wilcox goes in motion. Burrow sends T. Higgins in jet motion. Burrow catches the shotgun snap, gives it to Pirine. Samaje fighting down to the 4, but he is a little bit short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and 1, and KC will call another timeout.
Boy, this is a tough place for Steve Spagnuolo. 3rd down and short in the red zone with Joe Burrow at quarterback, who has just thrown his 9th red zone, 3rd down touchdown pass with no interceptions. It's 3rd and short in the red zone. Can Joe Burrow make it 10 touchdown passes without an interception, or will the Bengals keep it on the ground and score? Got to score touchdowns. They've, in the red zone, 70% of the time, Dan, allowing touchdowns, worst in the NFL.
Wow. Joe Burrow's completed 77% of his passes so far today, 10 out of 13. Will they throw it on 3rd and 1 from the 4, or will they give it to Pirine again? Or will Burrow sneak it? He's had 1 successful sneak today. It's a quarterback sneak. Follows Alex Kappa to the right.
Close.
Let's see where they spot it.
Oh, boy, it's close.
It's really close.
Yeah.
Kansas City will call its final timeout. They don't have to yet.
Final charge timeout, Kansas City.
Okay, they do.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
He did not get the 1st down.
Boy.
It's 4th and less than a yard.
Man, I'll tell you, I thought he kind of dove and burrowed a little. Joe Burrow burrowed a little too quickly, but you got to give Kansas City credit. They rose up, and again, they ran the quarterback sneak. Karras and Kappa going to that side of the line of scrimmage. Kappa's been the guy to move people and protect Joe Burrow outstandingly well all season long.
Do it again.
Let's see what happens.
4th and less than a yard. The Bengals will go for it. The ball is in between the Kansas City 3 and the Kansas City 4. 51 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter. Burrow's under center. Long count. Trying to get the Chiefs to go offside. Wilcox goes in motion. Burrow again trying to get the Chiefs to flinch.
It's going to be
2 seconds left on the play clock. And the Bengals call a timeout.
Charge timeout, Cincinnati. This will be a 30-second timeout.
So they tried to draw Kansas City offside. Then Zach Taylor marched up to the official, called the timeout. The offense is still on the field, at least for now.
And that basically, what you're doing the whole time is intel. You're trying to draw them offside, but you're also seeing what they did. Now, the Chiefs have made personnel substitutions. Steve Spagnuolo saying, I'm not going to give you a carbon copy of how I lined up and what I was anticipating doing on the prior 4th down. I'm going to give you a different look. So the intel that the Bengals got on the prior 4th down, will it help them to make an adjustment to this personnel group? We'll see.
Burrow under center. 4th and less than a yard. 51 seconds left in the half. Pirine behind him and running back. Burrow touches his helmet. Samaje Pirine gets closer. He might be pushing Joe Burrow here. Burrow.
Oh,
Gave it to Trent Taylor, and he's tackled for a loss by Carlos Dunlap.
Of all people, Carlos Dunlap hits the gap and crushes the Bengals on a goal line stand. Red zone, a team that's allowing a touchdown 70% of the time, holds the Bengals without a point. Huge play.
They tried end around to Trent Taylor, and they lose yards back to the 7-yard line. Reminiscent of Eli Apple tackling Tyreek Hill in the AFC Championship game. We'll take a timeout. 49 seconds left in the half. Cincinnati on top, 14-10 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Some things just go together, like who and day, commitment and community. The Bengals and Fifth Third Bank. Together, we are showing Cincinnati what it means to be a Fifth Third better. We are proud to partner with the Cincinnati Bengals and celebrate all of the good things that bring fans, football, and our community together on and off the field. Because after all, we're better together. Be part of the Better Together movement. Follow us on social media and check out 53.com/Bengals to learn more. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Here's a hot tip for Christmas giving. Wash books from Mike's Car Wash. Wash books make the perfect gift because almost everyone you know drives, right? Now through January 1st, buy 4 washes and get 2 free on our Ultimate Plus Ceramic, Ultimate, and Works washes. You can buy wash books online at mikescarwash.com or at any of Mike's 36 locations. Now through January 1st, buy 4 washes, get 2 free on our top 3 washes. Wash books for Mike's Car Wash. For the drivers you love. Open daily 7 to 9.
All right, it's starting to feel like this is our season. So let's plan to be on location for the whole thing. From stage side at the NFL Draft to the best seats at the best games of the year to the only way to experience Super Bowl 57 live in Arizona. On Location has unlocked a whole new world of premium fan hospitality. On Location is all access all season long. Explore your exclusive team experiences at NFLOnLocation.com or search NFL On Location. Your experience of a lifetime awaits, only with On Location.
There's one thing I love more than sports, and that's the place where I watch my sports. Wings and Rings, of course. Club-level experience, a chef-inspired menu, and the most crave-worthy wings. 12 Cincinnati locations. Wings and Rings, an official sponsor of the Cincinnati Bengals.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close, you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
49 seconds left in the half. Cincinnati leading Kansas City 14-10. But the Bengals are going to be second-guessed for what they just did there. 4th and less than a yard. Instead of running straight ahead, they tried an end around to Trent Taylor, and he got tackled for a loss by Carlos Dunlap. Here's a handoff to Isaiah Pacheco, and he'll be stopped at the 10-yard line after a 3-yard gain by Cam Sample.
And Pacheco's major priority right now, 2 hands on the football, don't cough it up. Bengals going to be ripping and gripping at it, trying to take the football away. There's only 27 seconds and counting left in the half.
And the Chiefs are out of timeout, so they are content, knowing they get the ball to begin the third quarter, to let the remaining time wind down.
As are the Bengals. They're not stopping the clock either.
Chiefs do have to run one more play. 10 seconds left in the half, 8 on the play clock. Mahomes in the gun, Pacheco to his left. They will hand it to Isaiah Pacheco, bouncing it outside to the 15, runs through an ankle tackle at the 20, and then gets knocked out of bounds around the 25-yard line as the half comes to an end. We invite you to stay tuned for the Kroger Halftime Report. Enjoy free pickup on orders of $35 or more at Kroger, fresh for everyone. The halftime score, Cincinnati 14, Kansas City 10, here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Lottery scratch-offs are on sale now, which means your chance for your own scratch-off story is now. When winners take home over $4 million a day and over $1.5 billion a year in scratch-off winnings, there's the chance for a lot of great stories to be made now. And with bigger games and more cash available than ever, there's something for everyone. Stop by your favorite Ohio Lottery retailer today. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Please play responsibly.
Now, the officials have been talking for quite some time.
All righty, let's see what they have to say.
Upon further review,
There is no penalty on the play. However, we have conferred and discovered that Bob, the line judge, has saved a boatload for his kids' college using Ohio's 529 plan. It is tax-free, accepted nationwide. Bob recommends we all go to collegeadvantage.com. First down.
Well, that's not entirely unexpected.
Classic Bob.
Bengals fans, stop by the all-new Jungle Zone, powered by the Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers before each game this season. Live music and family-friendly games makes this the perfect pregame location for fans of all ages. For more information, check out Bengals.com/junglezone. Hooday!
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining healthcare.
This is the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The halftime report is brought to you by Alta Fiber, future-proof fiber internet designed to elevate your home, business, and community to a new level. Kettering Health, best care for the best fans. Kettering Health, official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Free TV, antennas up. Score your favorite games and shows for free. Visit thefreetvproject.org. Now, here's Wayne Box Miller on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Welcome to the Kroger Halftime Report. Don't forget, at Kroger, you can save and score big on your game day faves. Plus, you can enjoy delivery or free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Kroger, fresh for everyone. The halftime score, the Cincinnati Bengals 14, the Kansas City Chiefs 10. Let's listen to a couple of highlights. The Bengals cap off a big 11-play drive to open up the game thanks to Joe Burrow.
Second and goal from the Kansas City 4. 8:54 left in the first quarter. Burrow runs a quarterback draw. Joe slicing toward the end zone, waiting for the touchdown signal. There it is! Touchdown, Bengals, as they go 75 yards to begin the game, and Joe Burrow runs it in from the 4.
Kansas City gets the ball, but they can only put 3 on the board thanks to the field goal.
Sixth-year kicker Harrison Butker is in. He's made 12 out of 15 field goal tries. He's hit his last 8. This is just a 26-yarder from the left hash. The punter, Townsend, is the holder. The right-footed kick is good.
And the Bengals put together another drive. This time it's Burrow to Higgins.
Third down and 8 from the Kansas City 12. Boyd motions. He lines up in the slot to the left with Chase out wide to the left. Higgins out to the right. Burrow throws a slant.
Nice.
Higgins with a catch. He breaks a tackle. He extends the ball. Touchdown.
Nice.
Bengals, as the Bengals score touchdowns on their first 2 drives.
Kansas City gets the ball back and puts together an impressive 14-play drive.
Third down and goal from the 2. Jermaine Pratt sprints off the field. Mahomes in the gun. McKinnon to his right. 3 receivers in a cluster out to the left. Mahomes catches the shotgun snap. Throws. McKinnon catches, and he runs into the end zone for the Kansas City touchdown.
And that's the halftime score, 14-10. Back with more of the Kroger Halftime Report right after this.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
Ready to up your snack bowl game? Enter Up Your Snack Bowl Game sweepstakes for a chance to win. 6 lucky winners will receive the ultimate tailgate package, including a $100 Kroger gift card, $50 in Bengals gift cards, and loads of snacks from Campbell's. Visit upyourbowlgame.com/GoBengals for contest details and to enter today. No purchase necessary. Open to residents of Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana 18 years of age or older. Ends December 8th. Void where prohibited.
There's one thing I love more than sports, and that's the place where I watch my sports. Wings and Rings, of course. Club-level experience, a chef-inspired menu, and the most crave-worthy wings. 12 Cincinnati locations. Wings and Rings, an official sponsor of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Ohio Cat is proud to support the Cincinnati Bengals as the official construction and equipment partner. As Ohio's premier construction equipment provider, we understand what it takes to be a first-place team. Regardless of your need, whether it's sales, service, or equipment rental, you can count on Ohio Cat to be a trusted teammate. To see how we can help your company win, be sure to visit www.ohiocat.com. Hooday.
The need for home health is growing. At Gravity Plus, we believe that home testing is the future of personalized healthcare. We are evolving our brand in order to better communicate the breadth of expertise, expand our products, and put the power of healthcare in our customers' hands. It's your health. Own it. Learn more about how you can take control of your health at gravityplus.com. Let's make healthcare better together.
Welcome back to the Halftime Report, and don't forget at Kroger you can save and score big on your game day faves. Plus, you can enjoy delivery or free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Kroger Fresh for everyone. Let's take a look at a couple of scores around the league brought to you by Wings and Rings. Steelers 19-16 over the Atlanta Falcons. The Baltimore Ravens 10-9 winners over the Denver Broncos. Lamar Jackson went out with a knee injury. And it's the 49ers 17-10 over the Dolphins. And the Seahawks 14-13 over the Rams. Brought to you by Wings and Rings. Game time just got better. Let's go back to Dan Hoard and Dave Lapham.
All right, Box, thank you. Let's start with the injury report brought to you by Kettering Health, the best care for the best fans. Kettering Health, the official health care provider of the Bengals. Hayden Hurst went out in the second quarter with a calf injury. He's been ruled out for the rest of the game. He was off to a fast start in the game today. It's obviously a significant loss for Cincinnati.
No question about it. He was tracking to tie Dan Ross's tight end record of 71 catches on a season. Having a great year. Most likely pulled a calf muscle. There's 3 muscles in the calf. 1 large one, 2 smaller ones. Don't know what he did. But obviously it's significant enough where he can't return to the football game. And it's such a strange dynamic. The Bengals get a 2-score lead, like the Chiefs had done to the Bengals twice last year. And then the Chiefs come back and close it, and then they make a play right before halftime to give them some momentum, Dan. And if hopefully it doesn't go all the way reverse, where the Chiefs shut the Bengals offensively down in the second half like the Bengals did to the Chiefs last year. But this one is trending very eerily opposite of the way the other two transpired in the first half last year.
Time to look at some of the stats brought to you by Paycor, proud to be the official HR provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals had more yards in the first half, 210 to 160. Joe Burrow statistics considerably better than Patrick Mahomes. Burrow 10 for 13 for $128, 1 touchdown, no picks. Passer rating of 132.9. Mahomes 8 out of 14 for just 74 yards. 1 touchdown, no picks, passer rating of 95.5. Cincinnati on top, 14-10 at the half. The Chiefs will get the ball to begin the third quarter. And we'll be back with the third in a moment here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Are you a nonprofit group looking to raise funds for your charity? Take fundraising to new heights by working in a concession stand during Bengals games for Aramark at Paycor Stadium. This is an opportunity to surpass your fundraising needs in an exciting environment. Each year, nonprofits raise thousands of dollars by volunteering at Bengals games. See how your group can become part of the action. Call 513-455-4914. All volunteers must be members of Acting 501 Nonprofit Group.
We all know Bengals fans are passionate, hardworking, bold, and the most devoted fans in the league. And what's a better way to fuel up than with a bowl of Campbell's Chunky Soup? Be sure to check out the new Chunky Spicy Chicken Noodle. With 16 grams of protein in every can, it fills you up right. So stop by your local Kroger and check out the new spicy soup lineup from Chunky, the official soup of your Cincinnati Bengals. Lunchtime is your halftime.
Hey Bengals fans, don't miss a single play during local games. All you need is an antenna hooked up to your TV and you can watch live action football for free. That's right, no subscription needed, no fees, and no credit card information required. It's just your TV and an antenna. Then you get live sports, news, and other popular shows all for free. Just visit thefreetvproject.org to get started. Antennas up, game on. Get ready for kickoff with thefreetvproject.org. Furnished by EW Scripps.
What if you could make your business's laundry experience more convenient? With Rumby, there's no hassle. We pick up your laundry, wash and fold your linens, and deliver them back to you. It's easy, fully digital, with flexible scheduling and same-day turnaround. Rumby, a new spin on laundry.
This broadcast is copyrighted by the Cincinnati Bengals for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or of any descriptions or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Hey, it's Kid Chris every weekday morning at 7:25. The segment will fumble through your sports update. Something to look forward to on the Kid Chris Show.
102.7 WEBN, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati 14, Kansas City 10 at the half. Let's turn the clock back to last year's AFC Championship game. Late second quarter, 5 seconds left in the half. Kansas City with a 21-10 lead. They had it second and goal at the 1. 5 seconds remaining. They could have kicked a field goal to go up 24-10. Obviously, if they score a touchdown, the Bengals probably don't come back and win. It would have been 28-10. What Kansas City elected to do was go for it. They threw a swing pass to Tyreek Hill. He got tackled. Time ran out, and the Bengals were able to rally in the second half and win the game in overtime, 27-24. Eerily similar to what happened here. The Bengals had it second down and 3 from the 6 with less than a minute to go. Samaje Perine ran for 2. It was 3rd and 1. Joe Burrow got stopped on a quarterback sneak. It was 4th and 1. The Bengals elected to go for it. Trent Taylor on an end around gets tackled for a 3-yard loss by former Bengal Carlos Dunlap, and Cincinnati fails to add to a 4-point lead.
And Carlos Dunlap is allergic to making plays in the running game when he was a defensive lineman here. It was embarrassing to watch tape on Carlos Dunlap defending the run here. And if there was an assignment there up front, he was unblocked. If he gets blocked, it's probably a walk-in touchdown. But he didn't get blocked. And Carlos Dunlap penetrated, made a great play. In the first half, Travis Kelce was targeted twice, no catches. They shut down Travis Kelce. You got to believe at halftime that everybody is trying to figure out ways to get Travis Kelce involved in this football game, and Lou Anarumo is going to have to make more adjustments.
Evan McPherson will kick off. Isaiah Pacheco waits at the goal line. This kick launched way up in the air. Pacheco will catch it and run it back from the 7. Up the near side numerals to the 20. Sideline 23. And he'll be knocked out of bounds there by Akeem Davis-Gaither.
And there was good energy, good enthusiasm on the coverage of that kickoff. So the Bengals, one thing this team has done well all year long is handled adversity and risen up from adversity. Let's see if they can shake off the finish of that second quarter and come out and play really good football.
The Bengals had a 14-3 lead. Now it is 14-10 as the third quarter gets rolling. Kansas City begins from the 23. Gray goes in jet motion. They hand it off to Pacheco, and he's dropped at the 25-yard line by Logan Wilson. A 2-yard run.
The best thing that the Bengals could do is get a 1-2-3 and out and get the offense back on the football field and get a 2-score lead. As quickly as possible, regain control of this football game.
Kansas City with 97 rushing yards and 66 passing yards. That includes a sack in the passing game. Second down and 8 from the 25-yard line. Mahomes drops back to throw from the pocket. Fires deep down the middle of the field. Valdez-Scantling has it poked away by Von Bell.
Now that looks similar to plays with Tyreek Hill long down the football field and multiple defensive backs making plays on the football. Von Bell being one of those in last year's football game. So see if the Bengals can get off the field here on 3rd and long in the first series of the second half.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling in his first year with KC after 4 with Green Bay. He used to be a favorite deep ball target of Aaron Rodgers. He averaged more than 17 yards a catch. Jerick McKinnon checks in at running back, an excellent receiver out of the backfield. It's 3rd down and 8 from the 25. Mahomes with a deep drop, throws off his back foot, back to Marquez Scantling, and this time he makes the catch at the Cincinnati 32. Bell with the tackle.
Oh, Eli Apple and Von Bell in double coverage there. They had 4 defensive backs across the football field like a picket fence. 7 guys at the line of scrimmage, 4 defensive backs, and Mahomes got the ball out of his hand quickly, went deep, and won that one.
He just sprinted in a straight line right off the line of scrimmage. No fakes, no cuts, just like he was running a 40-yard dash, and it's a huge gain. 42 yards.
Ran right by that picket fence.
On 3rd and long. The Chiefs have it at the Cincinnati 32-yard line. Mahomes back to throw. Short pass caught by Kelsey's to the 25, 20, 15. And he finally gets wrestled down at the Cincinnati 14-yard line.
Well, as we just talked about, he targeted twice in the first half. No catches. Get him involved early in the second half. A good way to do it is a tight end screen. Their offensive line gets out in front and makes some blocks, and Travis Kelce ran like he meant it on that one. Yards after catch, yards after contact.
Faked like he was blocking Sam Hubbard, then caught the screen pass. 1st and 10 at the 14 as Kansas City tries to take the lead for the first time. Mahomes gives it to McKinnon, and McKinnon's inside the 10 and brought down near the 8. DJ Reader with the tackle, a 6-yard run for McKinnon.
Boy, it's amazing what an explosive play can do. One explosive. You know, you prevent an explosive play, credit Kansas City, they come right back to it, to the same player, and they get the explosive play. And the shoulders of the Bengals defenders sag. And, man, it's just those explosions are just critical.
6 carries, 45 yards for McKinnon. He stays in the game on 2nd down and 4 from the 8. Now he motions out to the left. Mahomes looking, backpedaling, still looking, scrambling toward the sideline, and throws it near the feet of Juju Smith-Schuster. Incomplete. Good pressure by Sam Hubbard.
And what you have to do here is limit this to nothing more than a field goal. Maintain your lead in the football game. Big 3rd down right here. The Bengals did a good job once again. Rushing 3, dropping 8 into coverage, giving Mahomes nowhere really to throw the football, particularly on a compressed field. Too many coverage people for the number of people he had en route.
Pacheco is in at running back. 3rd down and 4 from the Cincinnati 8. Mahomes walks up to the offensive line. Now backs up into the shotgun. Sky Moore goes in jet motion out to the right. They hand it off. Pacheco. He's got the first down. He's got a touchdown. Spinning his way up the middle of the field and into the end zone for an 8-yard TD.
Boy, I'll tell you, that was well blocked up front. They run a little jet motion across the formation and just hand it off right up the gut. And boy, everybody for the Kansas City Chiefs just got into their men and sustained their blocks, hit people right down the middle. The Bengals couldn't come off the blocks to make a play.
The Chiefs have the lead, and Carlos Dunlap's tackle is a major reason why. Kansas City will try to go up by 3. 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Back-to-back touchdowns for KC. The snap back to Townsend. Butker's kick. No problem as he drives it through to give Kansas City a 17-14 lead. We'll take a timeout with 12:03 left in the 3rd quarter on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Bengals fans, when it's time to get to the game for live NFL action,
Ticketmaster's got your seats.
As the official ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of seats, so you never miss a minute of the action this season. And rest assured, if your plans change, it's easy to securely sell your seats on Ticketmaster.com. Score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Cincinnati Bengals. Be there for all the Bengals action. Go to Ticketmaster.com/Cincinnati Bengals.
Who they think gonna beat them Bengals?
Are you ready to supercharge your career? ProLink Staffing has the perfect opportunity waiting for you. Whether you're a seasoned professional or making a fresh start, we have exclusive, high-paying jobs in healthcare, manufacturing, engineering, and more. Visit ProLinkStaffing.com to find your next job and apply in 60 seconds or less. You and ProLink Staffing, working better together. ProLink Staffing, proud sponsors of the Cincinnati Bengals. Hoo-day!
The newest Ohio Lottery scratch-offs are on sale now, which means your chance for your own scratch-off story is now. When winners take home over $4 million a day and over $1.5 billion a year in scratch-off winnings, there's the chance for a lot of great stories to be made now. And with bigger games and more cash available than ever, there's something for everyone. Stop by your favorite Ohio Lottery retailer today. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Please play responsibly.
If you're an HR leader, everyone depends on you.
I quit.
Well, the results of our employee survey are in. Everybody loves the birthday bashes, but 87% of them are going to quit. So.
For all things HR, depend on Paycor.
Are you ready to take control of your career? First Star Logistics offers you the highest commissions in the industry as a logistic account executive. Learn more at firststarlogistics.com/careers or call 513-675-6120.
In 2 games against Cincinnati last year, the Kansas City Chiefs did not score a touchdown in the second half and did not score a point in the third quarter. Today, they go down the field, 77 yards on 7 plays, and score a touchdown on their first possession of the third quarter, pulling ahead 17-14 here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Critical part of that drive. Second down, go deep. Bengals make a play. Double coverage, knock it away. Go right back to same receiver deep. Makes the big catch. It just flips the football field. Bengals defense in trouble then.
42 yards on 3rd down and 7. Here comes the kickoff from Butker. Not returnable for Travion Williams. And the Bengals will start from the 25-yard line.
The Bengals ran a defensive look. 4 guys across the field. 15 yards from the line of scrimmage on that 42-yard completion they gave up. And I hope I never see that picket fence again. It didn't work out. 3
of the Bengals' 4 drives have been outstanding, but they failed to score on their last one when they got stopped on 4th and less than a yard inside the 10. They scored touchdowns on their first 2 drives, didn't score on their last 2 drives. They give it to Pirine on 1st down, and this time Samaje is stopped by Willie Gay after a 1-yard run.
For the Kansas City Chiefs to give up no points in the red zone, where that's their Achilles heel. They're dead last in the NFL. Again, 70% of the time they give up a touchdown. To give up no points in the red zone is a huge boost.
13 carries, 64 yards for Samaje Pirine, just under 5 yards per lug. T. Higgins motions closer to the formation. Burrow waiting for the shotgun snap on 2nd down and 9. Short drop, throws, has a man wide open. It's Tyler Boyd at the 40, spins around, charges forward, and gets dropped at the 45 by Juan Thornhill.
Good to see Tyler Boyd get involved in this football game. You know, the Bengals have so many weapons. And, boy, they left him wide open. He found the spot in the zone defense to settle into, and Joe Burrow put it right on him.
18 yards to Tyler Boyd. He's got a couple of catches so far today. Came into the game on pace for 920 receiving yards this year. 1st and 10 Bengals at their own 45, trailing by 3 in the third quarter. Burrow moves under center with Pirine behind him. He takes the snap, fakes a handoff to Samaje, throws over the middle. Boyd with another catch and another first down along the numerals left side of the field. He's tackled at the 36 of KC by Justin Reed.
They ran T. Higgins in motion across the formation opposite of Tyler Boyd, and at the snap of the football, Joe Burrow had the intel that he needed. He knew the coverage the Chiefs were going to be in, and he ripped the ball to the left side of the formation away from T. Higgins to Tyler Boyd to move the chains again.
19 yards to Boyd. He has 3 catches for 54 yards today. The Bengals have it at the 36 of KC. Clock running, 10:05 left, third quarter. Shotgun snap to Burrow, tosses it to the short side of the field. Pirine is going to run for a first down. Well, he might be a half yard short. He's tackled around the 26, and I think they will spot it short. It'll be 2nd and less than a yard.
Pull both the guards. You got Volson out in front, and you got on the backside pulling in tight Alex Kappa, the old Green Bay sweep. Pull both guards. Instead of Fuzzy Thurston and Kramer, it's the 2 Bengals guards. You got Volson and Kappa.
73 rushing yards and counting for Samaje Pirine. 2nd down and 1. Burrow runs a quarterback sneak, and it works. He gets tackled near the 25-yard line.
I thought he did a good job of staying on his feet, staying up a little bit higher, and getting riding that tidal wave surge of the offensive line pretty well. Again, Kappa comes off the line of scrimmage like a big old rhino, man. He's a load, and he's doing a hell of a job in pass protection as well.
The Bengals started at their own 25. Now they're at the Kansas City 25. 1st and 10 with Burrow in the gun. Pirine to his left. I believe that's Wilcox to his right. Burrow barking out instructions, might be changing the play or the protection. Joe catches the shotgun snap, gives it to Pirine, fighting his way right up the middle of the field, and he grinds his way to the 22 for a 3-yard gain. Nick Bolton, far and away the leading tackler for KC this year, makes the stop.
Little crossbuck action going on. Wilcox lined up in the backfield as well, and he went in front of Joe Burrow to get the block. Pirine followed it up behind him, tried to run up Volson, and got as much as he could before being taken to the ground.
The clock running, 8:15 left in the third quarter. 2nd down and 7 at the Kansas City 22. 2 receivers left. Boyd lines up behind Chase. Pirine motions out to the right. Swing pass to him. Samaje gets taken down inside the 20. He's short of the first down by 3 yards. Tackled by rookie Joshua Williams, who has good size, 6'3", just under 200 pounds, and it's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, they've got some big guys in the secondary in terms of length. They got some height back there and some long arms as well. This is a must conversion. 3rd and short in the red zone. Got to finish this one.
They are in the Gold Star red zone at the 18-yard line. Burrow in the shotgun. Pirine off his left hip. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Chase and Boyd out to the left. Higgins out to the right, along with Wilcox. Burrow's back to throw, looking left. Throws it deep.
Yeah.
It is dropped at the goal line by Tyler Boyd.
My gosh.
Tyler Boyd did not drop a single pass in the regular season last year. His first drop came in the Super Bowl, and he just dropped an easy touchdown catch.
Oh, man, it was a walk-in touchdown. They blew coverage, and it was almost too easy. And Tyler Boyd, so uncharacteristic, does not finish that reception to put the Bengals on the board for a touchdown in the red zone. They have to settle for a field goal attempt to tie the game.
A 36-yard attempt from the right hash for Evan McPherson. Drew Chrisman will hold. Rookie Cal Adamitis will snap. McPherson is set. Here comes his right-footed kick. It is right down the middle. And the Bengals tie the game at 17 with 7:16 remaining here in the third quarter. They score inside the Gold Star red zone. And we'll take a timeout. The Bengals and Chiefs even at 17 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Own thing for more than 50 years at Gold Star. All so you can do your own thing. The Coney thing. The veggie thing. The fries thing. The juicy flat top burger thing. The cheesy, crunchy, wrapped up in a tortilla. Can't believe this is a thing. It's not what you'd expect from a neighborhood chili parlor, and we think that's a good thing. At Gold Star, you're invited to come as you are, like what you like, and follow your own recipe.
The law offices of Blake Maceland will fight for you. Call 444-4444. Want more fight? More attention? More compensation? We've recovered millions in auto and injury cases. We don't know what your case is worth until you call. One more call for 444-4444. Call Blake Maceland.
Are you a nonprofit group looking to raise funds for your charity? Take fundraising to new heights by working in a concession stand during Bengals games for Aramark at Paycor Stadium. This is an opportunity to surpass your fundraising needs in an exciting environment. Each year, nonprofits raise thousands of dollars by volunteering at Bengals games. See how your group can become part of the action. Call 513-455-4914. All volunteers must be members of Acting 501 Nonprofit Group.
Don't waste time washing your laundry. Get your clothes cleaned without leaving the couch. With Rumby, we pick up your order and deliver it back on your schedule, so you never have to think about laundry again. Order now and have your laundry picked up within an hour. Rumby, a new spin on laundry.
If you know a young Bengals fan, make sure they're part of the Bengals Kids Club, presented by College Advantage, to attend exclusive events at Paycor Stadium. Find out more at Bengals.com/kids. We have 7:16 to go. This game exactly what we expected, a nail-biter between two great teams. 17 all the score on the First Star Logistics Bengals radio network. And Evan McPherson getting ready to kick it off after his 36-yard field goal tied the game.
Oh, Tyler Boyd had two big catches in the drive. Almost set himself up for a big touchdown catch, but he could not quite finalize the touchdown catch. Would have been third catch of the drive, and it set up Evan McPherson instead for the game-tying field goal.
Here comes the kickoff from Money Mac. Pacheco waiting at the goal line, and this will be returnable. Pacheco starts from the 4. Sprinting up the middle of the field, hesitates at the 15, now bounces it wide down the sideline. Evan McPherson shoves him out of bounds as he crosses the 45-yard line. Money Mac possibly saving a touchdown.
I'll tell you what, he did a little stutter step that throws the outside, and you have to contain on the outside, and he throws the leverage contain defender and then just dipped outside around him. This guy is the real deal. I mean, he's getting his team good field position in the kicking game as well as running the football hard.
He ran a 4.37 40. How does that guy last until the 7th round of the draft?
Great question.
Ronald Jones in at running back on 1st and 10 from the 47. Mahomes fakes to him, looks to pass, throws. It is caught. What a hit by Von Bell on Justin Watson, but he held on to the ball for a first down at the Cincinnati 38.
Well, I'll tell you what, these guys are good. To be able to secure the football after taking that kind of a blow, I mean, keep your senses about you and tuck that football. That's a heck of a play. There's no doubt about it. Illegal hit, hit him right up in the shoulders. Man, that's
he got right up, no big deal.
Yeah, great
now
play.
He goes to the sideline and takes off his helmet. Isaiah Pacheco back in at running back. He lines up to the left of Mahomes. He had an 8-yard touchdown run on KC's previous drive. 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 38. They give it to Pacheco, and this time Sam Hubbard drags him down for no gain.
Yeah, he might have even lost the skosh. I don't know. No gain anyway. You're right. But, man, that's just great play by Sam Hubbard. Just get off the block and be relentless in your pursuit. And nobody does it any better than Sam Hubbard.
He lost a half a yard, so the scoreboard shows 2nd down and 11. Looks like it will be a tackle for loss for Sam Hubbard.
Deservedly so.
The clock is running with 5:52 left in the 3rd, and the game tied at 17. Pacheco goes in motion out to the right. Mahomes
Finish.
Throws. He got hit as he was throwing. It affected the arm motion, and the pass falls incomplete.
Eli Apple had good enough coverage in the slot where he just basically ended up throwing that into the ground. This is a big play right here. 3rd down and 10.5 or 11. Got to get off the football field right now.
Be interesting to see what Kansas City did if they don't gain yards here. It would be about a 57-yard field goal attempt. McKinnon in at running back. 3rd down and 11. Mahomes barking out instructions. The play clock at 5. He catches the shotgun snap. Here comes the rush. Mahomes flings it deep downfield, and it is a catch at the 10 for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Mike Hilton didn't have the size to go up with him. And another huge catch for Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
He was right there, right in coverage. But again, like you said, Dan, bigger body overpowered it when they went airborne. He ripped at it with his right arm, tried to tomahawk chop it out of there, but secured the football. What a play.
B.J. Hill injured on the play. He's way back at the 45-yard line being looked at by the medical staff.
And, man, what a throw by Mahomes as well. Unbelievable.
We'll take a timeout. 5:29 left in the 3rd quarter. 17 all the score on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
You're roasting a Kroger Simple Truth turkey for 40 or making a Murray's Baked Brie for 2. Whether you're baking a pie with fresh Cosmic Crisp apples like Grandma's or ordering private selection cream pies when Grandma's pie is all gone. Kroger has fast, fresh delivery and free pickup, so you can make holiday meals that bring you all together to create memories that last. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hey Bengals fans, have you tried the new infinitely recyclable ball aluminum cup? Perfect for tailgating outside the jungle or for your next watch party from home. It replaces single-use plastic cups with a sleek, sustainable alternative that offers a cool touch experience. And they're made right here in the USA. Simply pour, sip, enjoy, and then recycle. Pick up a pack of Ball aluminum cups at your local Kroger store. Ball Aluminum Cup is a proud partner of the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals fans, stop by the all-new Jungle Zone, powered by the Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers before each game this season. Live music and family-friendly games makes this the perfect pregame location for fans of all ages. For more information, check out Bengals.com/junglezone. Hooday!
B.J. Hill walked off the field under his own power. He's standing on the sideline smiling, talking to teammates and coaches, so he appears to be okay. You can get the latest news on the Bengals, feature stories, and access your tickets by downloading the official Bengals app presented by Fifth Third Bank. 5:29 left, third quarter. 17 all the score here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. And after that 29-yard pass on third down and 11, the Chiefs have it first and goal at the 9. Pacheco in at running back. He had an 8-yard touchdown run on the previous drive. Kelsey goes in motion. One of three receivers out to the left now. Mahomes ready. Stomps the right foot. Catches. Hands it off. Pacheco sweeping around the right corner. Goes airborne. And Cam Taylor-Britt and Eli Apple are over there. And Eli Apple gets him out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Boy, I'll tell you, this guy can get to the corner in a hurry. There is no question about that. And the Bengals lost the edge. They didn't have anybody securing the edge, getting up the football field and securing that corner. Eli Apple got there, but got there pretty late.
Second and goal from the 3. Clock running, 4:50 left in the third. Kansas City trying to take the lead by 7. They've never been up by a touchdown. Mahomes goes in motion. They're going to snap it directly to McKinnon. He catches, runs up the middle, and gets pulled down at the 3-yard line. Tackled by Logan Wilson, so the Wildcat does not work.
Well, third down is the big down, obviously. Third down in the red zone is a massive situation, and the Bengals have to step up on this one. Kansas City Chiefs, they're 2 for 3 in the red zone so far in terms of touchdowns. Their last 2 possessions have resulted in touchdowns. Going to limit this to nothing more than a field goal.
Third down and goal from the 3. Mahomes under center. McKinnon behind him, back at the 9. Mahomes fakes a handoff, looks to throw.
Finish.
Hubbard grabs him.
Nice.
And Mahomes intentionally throws it into the first row of the stands.
That was Hendrickson, I think, that grabbed him and spun him around, made him throw the football. And he got pressure on him from the backside. Orlando Zeus Brown can't do enough with him, and he makes him throw it through the back of the end zone. And, man, they're going for it.
It looks that way. Harrison Butker started to run out onto the field, and they pulled him back to the sideline.
Andy Reid says, this is going to be a track meet. We need points. We don't need field goals. We need touchdowns.
Fourth and goal from the 3. Mahomes in the gun. McKinnon to his left, and we've got a timeout. Just to move the football. No timeout was called. They were just repositioning the football from the 3.5 to the 3.
Man, this is what the Bengals went for it on fourth down, and we know what happened with Carlos Dunlap. Who's going to step up and make a play for the Bengals defense on fourth down?
And don't jump offside on fourth and goal from the 3. Juju Smith-Schuster goes in motion. Mike Hilton follows him out to the right. Mahomes back to throw. Pump fakes, running up the middle of the field. Leaps forward, loses the ball into the end zone.
He was already in.
But they call a touchdown.
He was already in, yeah.
He had held the ball over the goal line before it was punched free, and it's a touchdown for Kansas City.
So all the tug-of-war that's going on now is for naught, no matter who comes up with the football.
Well, it will be reviewed.
Yeah,
It's recovered by Nick Allegretti of Kansas City, so it's going to be a touchdown either way.
But he was up and in significantly. He was well over the goal line before that ball was swatted out of there.
Prior to the quarterback fumbling the ball, the ruling on the field is a touchdown as he broke the plane prior to the fumble.
So the fans are reacting to the video board replay. It may be ruled a fumble, but like we said, Allegretti was the guy that came away with the ball at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure all the fans know that just the tip of the football has to cross the front tip of the goal line. He was in. He was in before the ball was swatted out of there. But it doesn't matter anyway.
So the decision to go for it on 4th down and goal results in a touchdown for Kansas City, and a great individual effort by Patrick Mahomes.
And I don't think that was a design quarterback draw. I think he just decided, I got to run the football. I mean, there's nowhere to go with the football. I see a lane. I'm going to try to take advantage of it, and he did.
Cam Taylor-Britt was the guy that knocked the ball away from Mahomes, but the touchdown stands. And Kansas City is on the verge of taking a 7-point lead for the first time in this game. Butker in to attempt the PAT. The snap, the placement, and the kick. It was veering toward the right upright, but it is good. And Kansas City leads it 24-17. We'll take a timeout with 3:49 remaining here in the third quarter on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Hey, it's Dave Lapham for First Star Logistics, a Bengals sponsor and one of Cincinnati's fastest growing companies. It's where you can score your next great job as a broker agent. It'll be your job to figure out and arrange the best way to ship freight across the country and around the world. First Star gives you a great base salary, plus uncapped commissions. Go for the career win. Learn more at firststarlogistics.com and tell them Lapham sent you.
First Star Logistics, opportunity knocking.
We're back at the stadium parking lot. The game hasn't started, but this one is already heating up.
That's right, Dan. This tailgating action is on fire. Grills are loaded with Swift meats.
Fresh, tender Swift beef and Swift pork.
Looks delicious, Dan.
I bet you put away some Swift meats in your playing days, Lap.
Sure did, Dan. It was fantastic.
That's why they say tailgates come together with Swift meats.
Load up at your local grocer today.
Good food, good moments. One great meal. Come together with Swift.
All right, it's starting to feel like this is our season. So let's plan to be on location for the whole thing. From stage side at the NFL Draft to the best seats at the best games of the year to the only way to experience Super Bowl 57 live in Arizona. On Location has unlocked a whole new world of premium fan hospitality. On Location is all access all season long. Explore your exclusive team experiences at NFLOnLocation.com or search NFL On Location. Your experience of a lifetime awaits only with On Location.
There's a new connection with speeds, opportunities, and experiences, all elevated by superior fiber technology, connecting people, places, and things like never before. With a heightened purpose for good that's committed to community and dedicated to a better connection between everyone, for everyone. This is Alta Fiber, elevating connection. Proud to be the official internet and Wi-Fi provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Kansas City 24, Cincinnati 17, 3:49 left in the third quarter. Throwing out the final drive of the first half where Kansas City wasn't trying to score. They were just running out the clock. They have scored touchdowns now on 3 consecutive drives. And one final note on that touchdown run by Mahomes where he extended the ball toward the goal line and it got punched out just as he was extending the ball by Cam Taylor-Britt. Even though Kansas City recovered in the end zone, had it been ruled a fumble after they watched the replay, on 4th down, the guy that fumbles is the only guy that can recover, so it would not have been a touchdown. This kickoff by Butker is a touchback, and the Bengals will begin from the 25.
And how about Cam Taylor-Britt? He doesn't give up on anything. You know, the Derrick Henry on the screen, he knocked the ball out of there before Derrick Henry could get to the end zone, and it got fallen on by a teammate. That wasn't a 4th down play in the red zone. But Cam Taylor-Britt hustled and almost got a turnover that prevented a touchdown. Then he hustled on this one as well. The kid doesn't quit.
Can the Bengals overcome their mistakes in the final 18 minutes and 39 seconds of this game? They're down by 7. They swing it out to Samaje Perine, trying to run toward the sideline, and he gets yanked to the ground after a 3-yard pickup by L'Jarius Sneed.
And remember, this is kind of the reverse of what took place in the first couple of games, the matchups against these guys last January. But the Bengals are only down 7 points with less than 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. There is plenty of time. Both of these football teams are so explosive.
2nd down and 7, Cincinnati. The Bengals at their own 28. They have 2 receivers out to each side of the formation. T. Higgins out to the left. Boyd and Chase out to the right. Wilcox goes in motion. Lines up to the right. Burrow back to throw. Passes toward the sideline. Chase leaps, comes down with the ball, and is pulled out of bounds at midfield. Joshua Williams with the stop. Burrow to Chase. It has a beautiful sound, doesn't it?
Spagnuolo showed blitz, then he only rushed 3 and dropped 8 into coverage. He backed off the blitz look, and Joe Burrow said, that's all right. I got it figured out. I see a seam between the corner and the safety to my man Jamar Chase, and that's where I'm going.
21 yards on the play, 4 catches, 75 yards today for Jamar in his first game in 6 weeks. 1st and 10, the Bengals at their own 49, trailing by 7. Burrow's under center, fakes a handoff to Perine. Joe, short pass, incomplete. Penalty flag down in the offensive backfield. And it looks like Jonah Williams is guilty of holding.
Yeah, and he's working against Jones. Remember, Chris Jones kicks outside to play defensive end. So not just always interior defensive tackle. And he was matched up on Jonah that time, and Jonah got the hold.
Holding. Offense number 73. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
4 penalties for the Bengals for 50 yards. 3 penalties for the Chiefs for 30. 1st down and 20. We'll see if the Bengals can overcome it. They have the ball at their own 39. Travion Williams checks in at running back. It's a 2-by-2 formation for Burrow. Extends the hands, catches the snap, throws up the seam. It is caught at the 48. And a nice gain to Trenton Irwin to the 48-yard line of Kansas City. His first catch of the game.
So you got over half of it back, and it's only 2nd down. I mean, you're not ahead of the chains, but you're certainly not in desperate scenario behind the chains either. So back on track is the Bengals offense.
13 yards on the throw to Trenton Irwin, and it's 2nd down and 7 as a result. The clock is running with 1:46 left in the third, and the Bengals trailing 24-17. Burrow ready for the shotgun snap. Perine back in at running back. Joe catches. Fakes to Perine, then runs behind him. Joe Burrow streaking into the Chiefs secondary. Tackled at the 32, holds the ball up in his left hand, extends it forward, and then drops the mic after signaling 1st down.
How about that? Unveil that little deal. Samaje Perine turns into a lead blocker. You fake the handoff to him. He goes up and blocks at the linebacker level, and crazy legs Joe Burrow does the rest. Make him miss. A couple of shifty moves inside. A spin move to finish it. Nice effort.
A 16-yard run on the play. We're down to 1 minute to go in the third. The Bengals have it at the Kansas City 32. Burrow in the gun. Perine off his right hip. Higgins motions. Lines up behind Chase out to the left. Burrow rolls right. We got a penalty flag down as Joe intentionally threw it away.
Well, Dunlap tackled the tight end. It's got to be holding. Dunlap tackled him. Wilcox was the intended receiver, and he tackled him.
Holding. Defense number 8. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
It's a good, probably a good move by Carlos Dunlap, because he knew I'm in trouble. I got to do something. The tight end's over here, and I got to handle the quarterback as well. So he took the 5-yard holding penalty. What the heck?
Carlos Dunlap, incidentally, in the last game Kansas City played, got his 100th career NFL sack.
Yep.
2nd all-time on the Bengals team record list for career sacks.
Immense physical talent, no question.
1st down and 10 at the 27. Burrow gives it to Perine. Samaje thundering forward. He's inside the 20, running between the hash marks, and tackled at the 19 by Nick Bolton.
Got to score a touchdown in this red zone possession. No two ways about it. touchdown in the first 2 opportunities. Then you lose the ball on downs, settle for a field goal. This is the 5th red zone opportunity. You got to punch this bad boy in.
2nd and 2 in the Gold Star red zone at the 19-yard line. We're down to 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Burrow is under center. He'll take the direct snap from Ted Karras. He has the ball. Gives it to Pirine, running wide to the left. And Samaje is pulled down short of the first down. He gained a yard but didn't get 2. Frank Clark made the tackle.
The Bengals have done more damage inside against the Kansas City Chiefs than on the perimeter. But you have to keep them honest. There's no 2 ways about that.
17 carries, 85 yards for Samaje Pirine as we head to the 4th quarter. The score, Kansas City 24, Cincinnati 17 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Hey Bengals fans, don't miss a single play during local games. All you need is an antenna hooked up to your TV and you can watch live action football for free. That's right, no subscription needed, no fees, and no credit card information required. It's just your TV and an antenna. Then you get live sports, news, and other popular shows all for free. Just visit thefreetvproject.org to get started. Antennas up, game on. Get ready for kickoff with thefreetvproject.org. Furnished by EW Scripps.
If you're an HR leader, everyone depends on you.
I quit.
Okay. We're not hiring my ex-husband.
I'm done.
For all things HR, depend on Paycor.
You knew the risks when you decided to drive drunk. There could be a crash. People could get hurt or killed. But that didn't stop you, did it? You knew you could get arrested. You could incur huge legal expenses, and you could possibly even lose your job. You were well aware of the consequences of driving drunk. But one thing's for sure. You were wrong when you said it was no big deal. Drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by NHTSA.
Nothing beats being in the stands for live Bengals football. From those nail-biting passes and pivotal plays to the game-winning touchdowns, you can be there for all the action this season. As the official ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of seats, so you never miss a game. Score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Cincinnati Bengals. Be there for all the Bengals action. Go to Ticketmaster.com/Cincinnati Bengals.
Who they think gonna beat them Bengals?
There's one thing I love more than sports, and that's the place where I watch my sports. Wings and Rings, of course. Club-level experience, a chef-inspired menu, and the most crave-worthy wings. 12 Cincinnati locations. Wings and Rings, an official sponsor of the Cincinnati Bengals.
We have an injury report involving Cam Taylor-Britt. Apparently, he banged up his shoulder, but his return is listed as probable, and he's down on the bench right now with his teammates. We head to the 4th quarter. Kansas City leads by 7, 24-17, here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The Bengals have it inside the Gold Star red zone. It'll be 3rd down and 1 from the 18 when the 4th quarter gets underway.
The Kansas City Chiefs, no quarterback sacks, no quarterback hits. That's big time. The O-line doing a hell of a job.
Burrow in the shotgun. Pirine to his right on 3rd down and 1 from the Kansas City 18. Burrow extends the hands, catches the shotgun snap, throws a pass downfield.
Oh, baby.
T. Higgins out of bounds as he makes the catch. There's a penalty flag at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, boy, let's see what's called here. She's looking at the left tackle in pass protection. I don't know if that's what the call is going to be. Let's see if somebody lined up offside. What are they talking about?
An eligible player, downfield, number 73.
Really?
5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
The Chiefs take the penalty. It would have been 4th and a yard. I would imagine the Bengals probably would have gone for it. So now it is 3rd down and 6 from the 23. T. Higgins got 1 foot down inbounds.
Right.
He couldn't quite get the other foot in. Burrow in the shotgun on 3rd down and 6 from the 23. The Bengals down by 7. 9 defenders on the line for Kansas City. Burrow patiently waiting for the shotgun snap. Play clock is at 5. Sounds like he said Palmer. Play clock at 2-1. He catches the shotgun snap. Burrow from the pocket. His pass batted down at the line of scrimmage by Willie Gay. And the Bengals will have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Man, penalties. The Bengals started out gangbusters in the red zone against a team that struggled in the red zone defensively. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, but since stopped on downs, field goal, and let's see if they can hit this field goal.
T. Higgins was open. That would have been a completion to T. Higgins for a first down.
Big.
This will be a 41-yard attempt for Evan McPherson. Cincinnati down by 7. His kick is on its way, and it is good. Evan McPherson has never missed against the Kansas City Chiefs. And his field goals include 2 walk-off game winners. We have a timeout with 14:47 left. The score, Kansas City 24, Cincinnati 20 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
United Electric has served the Tri-State for over 50 years, including assisting in the wiring of Paul Brown Stadium. For 24/7 emergency service, call Mike Evans at 937-825-6181 or visit UnitedELEC.com.
The chant ripples through the tailgating crowd. Faces painted orange and black. The air is rich with the smell of grilling and the sound of joyous anticipation. These burgers and dogs are served on delicious ballpark buns and rolls, toasted golden brown over the flames. They complement the flavor perfectly. Each bite, a testament to the grill master's skill. Surely this will win Ballpark Griller of the Game.
Hey, Bengals fans, don't miss a single play during local games. All you need is an antenna hooked up to your TV, and you can watch live-action football for free. That's right, no subscription needed, no fees, and no credit card information required. It's just your TV and an antenna. Then you get live sports, news, and other popular shows all for free. Just visit thefreetvproject.org to get started. Antennas up, game on. Get ready for kickoff with thefreetvproject.org, furnished by EW Scripts.
We've been doing our own thing for more than 50 years at Gold Star. All so you can do your own thing. The Coney thing. The veggie thing. The fries thing. The juicy flat top burger thing. The cheesy, crunchy, wrapped up in a tortilla. Can't believe this is a thing. It's not what you'd expect from a neighborhood chili parlor. And we think that's a good thing. At Gold Star, you're invited to come as you are. Like what you like and follow your own recipe.
Fifth Third Bank and the Cincinnati Bengals, better together for over a decade. On the field and in the community, we're working hard to make Cincinnati and Fifth Third better. To learn more, visit 53.com/Bengals.
Well, last year in 2 victories over the Chiefs, in January when the defense had to get a stop, the defense got a stop. We'll see if they can come up with one here. The Bengals have pulled within 4. 24-20. They had an early 14-3 lead. Kansas City has come charging back, and the Chiefs have scored touchdowns on the last 3 possessions where they were trying to score.
They've got a mindset where they got 26 straight wins in the months of November and December in the regular season.
Here comes the kickoff. It is high and short. Pacheco waiting. He'll start from the 2-yard line. The speedster racing to the 15, the 20.
Boom.
Gets hit and goes down at the 24-yard line. Evan McPherson has not been getting his kicks to the end zone. I don't know if that is by design or if he is just not getting that distance.
Yeah, that's a good question. I do know that no turnovers in this football game. Bengals it was a turnover-free game last week against Tennessee, and so far in this football game, it's a turnover-free game for both teams as well.
Kansas City with the ball up by 4, 14:41 to go. Mahomes under center with Pacheco behind him. He hands it off to the rookie running back with a fast feet, and Pacheco will be tackled by Jermaine Pratt and B.J. Hill. After a short gain, they'll say he went down at the 26, a 2-yard pickup.
A turnover would be just what the doctor ordered here, a short field for the Bengals offense. The other thing on the self-destruction was penalties. The Bengals have 5 for 55 yards. But the timing of the penalties has been crippling. It really has hurt the Bengals. They've hurt themselves big time.
The Chiefs go empty. Mahomes waiting for the shotgun snap. He catches, He looks.
Finish.
He throws. His sidearm throw caught over the middle. Jermaine Pratt will bring down Travis Kelce. The ball comes out.
Yeah.
The Bengals have it.
Yes.
At midfield.
Takeaway time. Takeaway time.
Jermaine Pratt knocked it away from Kelce, and the Bengals recover as Pratt knocked it away, and it looks like Von Bell has the ball.
Unbelievable. It was begging for the takeaway, and the takeaway took place. And Pratt rips that thing out of there. And Henderson had a hell of a rush. He came with an eyelash.
Rolling on the field is a catch. Fumble, recovered by the defense. First down.
Yes, sir. And I thought Henderson, he was with an eyelash getting a sack. And Mahomes makes an unbelievable throw as Henderson blasts him and throws a strike to Kelce. And Pratt says, I'm not giving up. I'm ripping it out of there. Huge.
Looking at replays to see if the ball was out before Kelce's knee hit the ground. The answer is yes. That's going to stand.
Didn't he pick it up himself?
Jermaine Pratt did pick it up. So he stripped it, he recovered it.
Yeah.
And then after the play, Von Bell ran down toward the end zone to celebrate with his teammates.
How about that? You get a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, a huge play.
And the Bengals get the ball in Kansas City territory. Waiting to see where they spot it. Right now it looks like the 45 of KC, but I don't think that's right. I think it'll be closer to the 50. They're probably watching replays upstairs to determine where that ball should be.
Fumble has been confirmed. We're just trying to determine the spot where Cincinnati will snap the ball.
Yeah, you couldn't take that fumble away. That Travis Kelce, lack of ball security there. And Pratt works on that as hard as anybody. He went in there, he was digging, and ripped that thing out of there big time. They do a turnover circuit every single practice when they're in a full practice mode. And Pratt, all those drills paid off big time on that play.
Jermaine recovered it on the Bengals logo at the 50 and then got driven backwards. So the Bengals are going to have it close to midfield, down by 4 with 13:52 left.
Oh, they're moving it even back further to the Bengals 46.
So they'll start from their own 46.
Take it. Take that short field. Here you go, offense. Take advantage.
Joe Burrow will start from the shotgun. Boyd and Chase out to the right. Higgins out to the left. Pirine in the backfield. Burrow is ready for the shotgun snap at the 42-yard line. Joe catches, drops back 3 steps. Now has to scramble. He throws a short pass. It's caught by Pirine.
Nice.
And Samaje knocks over a defender as he gains 9 yards to the 45 of KC. Darius Harris, the guy who got steamrolled by Samaje Pirine, but managed to get him down.
Yeah, it's like make that spare. Going to knock that bowling pin over. I mean, he's amazing. When he lowers those pads, he will thump you. A true thumper. There's no question about it. Joe Burrow realized, okay, I'm going to let Samaje do the damage and not me.
85 rushing yards, 27 receiving yards for Samaje Pirine, with Joe Mixon out for the second straight week. 13:10 to go. The Bengals down by 4. Burrow ready on 2nd down and 2 from the KC 45. Catches a shoulder high snap. Dumps it off short. Caught by Pirine for the first down. He's at the 40.
Nice.
Sideline 35. And runs down to the 30-yard line. A cult hero is growing in Cincinnati as Samaje Pirine gets tackled by Reed at the 29-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, Chris Jones, he's everywhere. He rushed over Jonah Williams, got a penalty incurred from Jonah Williams. He's rushed over both guards. That time he was rushing over Kappa, and Kappa did a good job of finishing him, allowing Joe Burrow to check it down to Samaje Pirine. And after catch, all contact, yards after catch, all Samaje.
Samaje will take a break for at least a play. Travion Williams is in. 2 receivers left, 1 out to the right. Trenton Irwin among the receivers out to the left. Burrow catches the shotgun snap, gives it to Travion Williams, and he lowers his shoulder pads and makes it down to the 26 for a 3-yard gain.
Very hard running right there by Travion Williams. Another one that's vertically challenged a little bit, so it's one of those situations where lowers those shoulder pads and just gets underneath everybody else's pads. It's low man wins.
Jermaine Pratt forcing a fumble from Travis Kelce, then recovering the fumble. It's given the Bengals a chance to pull ahead here in the fourth quarter. They're 26 yards away from a go-ahead touchdown. Burrow in the shotgun on 2nd and 7. He catches. He drops back to throw. He fires deep downfield into traffic, and it's incomplete at the goal line, intended for T. Higgins.
Trying to take T. Higgins up the football field. T. Higgins fighting for every inch. Tried to draw the pass interference penalty, but to no avail. Well defended, double coverage by the Kansas City Chiefs on T. Higgins.
Chase and Boyd will go out to the left. Higgins out to the right. Wilcox also out to the left. 3rd down and 7 play coming up from the 26. The Bengals get lined up quickly. 2 deep safeties for KC. The other 9 defenders close to the line of scrimmage. Burrow scanning the defense. And a timeout is called by Cincinnati. That is the first used by either team here in the second half. Joe Burrow takes a big swig of water.
Well, have not had much success, obviously, in the red zone on the last 3 possessions. But with this only takeaway of the football game so far, you have to capitalize. And don't settle for a field goal. Punch it in for a touchdown to take a lead in the football game. Make it pay off big dividends.
Bengals trying to keep pace with the first-place Ravens in the AFC North. Baltimore had Lamar Jackson go down with a knee injury of some sort earlier today, but they managed to score the winning touchdown with 31 seconds to go in a 1-point win over Denver. 3rd down and 7 from the 26. Pirine back in for Cincinnati. 11:36 left. The Bengals trail by 4. Burrow is ready. He catches the shotgun snap. Joe retreats in the pocket. Throws it short. Samaje Pirine, middle of the field. Grabbed. Lunges forward.
Nice.
He's close to the first down. It depends on the spot at the 19-yard line.
I think he got it.
Nick Bolton made the tackle. They're saying first down.
Yes, sir. He's got it.
This could be challenged by KC.
The final lunge by Pirine made the difference. He had one last lunge before going to the ground.
Is it worth risking the loss of a timeout for Kansas City on the spot? Apparently not. They're not going to challenge. The Bengals are in the Gold Star red zone after converting on 3rd down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Pirine motions into the backfield, lining up to the left of Burrow. Joe catches the shotgun snap, draw play handoff. Pirine to the 15, the 10. Well, he's tackled at the 11. He gained 8. There's a penalty flag. There are 2 penalty flags. 1 near the line of scrimmage, 1 in the defensive backfield.
Let's see if it's the same thing. I think the referee's going to call LC holding. If it was LC working against Jones. Whoever was working against Chris Jones.
Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Boy, that's a killer. I think they both saw the same thing. And Chris Jones was the one that was being held, unfortunately.
The Bengals, one of the least penalized teams in the NFL this year, but they've had some costly ones today.
Yeah,
they get backed up to the 27. Travion Williams in at running back. Burrow catches a high shotgun snap. Joe looks to throw, pump fakes, now backs up, now charges forward, running to the 25, and he is tackled by Carlos Dunlap at the 22-yard line.
Showing his athleticism there. I mean, Joe Burrow got up to a decent head of steam pretty quickly, but Carlos Dunlap is a genetic freak. There's no question about that.
Second down and 13 after the scramble by Burrow. Travion Williams stays in at running back. Burrow has rushed for 46 yards today, including 1 touchdown. From the 22 of Kansas City, the Bengals down by 4. Burrow catches the shotgun snap. Throws, caught over the middle by Chase. Chase makes it to the 14-yard line. He's 5 yards short of the first down. Kansas City sent a blitz. Burrow saw it coming, got rid of it quickly. Kansas City did a nice job to tackle Chase.
Yeah, Spagnuolo is utilizing the blitz a heck of a lot more than he did on the first 2 drives. The first 2 drives, he just laid back, played zone defense. Joe Burrow picked it apart.
McDuffie made the tackle. Pirine checks back in. 3rd down and 5 at the 14 with the clock running and 9:25 to go. 3 receivers left, 1 out to the right. Kansas City showing pressure up front. Burrow catches the shotgun snap. He throws, caught at the 10. It's a first down.
Hold flag out there.
There's a penalty flag down. Tyler Boyd got the first down.
Yeah, and I think they're going to call holding on the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it's going to be a first down anyway.
Joshua Williams, the guilty party on the hold of Jamar Chase, in the opinion of our spotter Dave Kelly.
I concur. I think that was one hold. P. Ryan looked like he might have been getting grabbed too.
So it looks like a 3rd and 5 conversion, whether it's on the penalty or on the pass to Tyler Boyd. The penalty is on Kansas City.
Automatic first down with the hold.
Illegal use of the hands. Hands to the face. Defense number 23. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
So finish with a touchdown here. Got to score a touchdown in this red zone possession.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Chris Evans checks in this situation as Samaje Perine exits. Chris's specialty is receiving out of the backfield.
Runs routes like a receiver and catches it like one.
Jamar Chase is in the backfield next to Burrow. Burrow wants to throw. Short pass. Caught at the 5. Boom. Chris Evans into the end zone. Touchdown! Bengals! Cincinnati takes the lead with 8:54 to go.
I'll tell you what. Just a great, they got to the line of scrimmage quickly. They went no huddle, up tempo, got to the line of scrimmage before Kansas City could collect their thoughts. And outstanding protection once again. Joe Burrow, many times today, could have read the Encyclopedia Britannica back there. And then he checked it down. Crossing route by Chris Evans. They lost track of him. Nobody within 5 yards of him. Easy pickings.
It looked like Darius Harris got lost in coverage. Here's Evan McPherson to try to give Cincinnati a 3-point advantage. His PAT is good. And the Bengals lead 27-24 with 8:54 to go. They score inside the Gold Star red zone, and they are back in front. We'll take a timeout with 8:54 left on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
What if you could make your business's laundry experience more convenient? With Rumby, there's no hassle. We pick up your laundry, wash and fold your linens, and deliver them back to you. It's easy, fully digital, with flexible scheduling and same-day turnaround. Rumby, a new spin on laundry.
It's a new day. Kettering Health has been selected as the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Through family wellness programs, sports medicine, and innovative health initiatives like the Bengals' Crucial Catch to intercept cancer, we'll be working together to help you be your best. To learn more about this partnership, visit us at ketteringhealth.org/Bengals. Kettering Health, the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Win game tickets and sign merch with free-to-play games, Bengals Picks, and Ultimate Bengals. Play next-level fantasy football on Ultimate Bengals presented by Betfred Sportsbook. Open packs, collect players, and build your team to compete in weekly contests for fantastic prizes. And play Bengals Picks presented by the Ohio Lottery every Bengals game, predicting outcomes to win prizes. How many touchdowns will the Bengals score? How many sacks will the Bengals make? Make your picks now. Find Ultimate Bengals and Bengals Picks in the Bengals app.
The law offices of Blake Maceland will fight for you. Call 444-4444. Want more fight? More attention? More compensation? We've recovered millions in auto and injury cases. We don't know what your case is worth until you call. One more call, 444-444-444. Call Blake Maceland.
Jermaine Pratt with a forced fumble and the fumble recovery, giving the Bengals a short field, and they go 53 yards on 10 plays and take the lead on the 8-yard touchdown pass from Joe Burrow to Chris Evans. It is 27-24 Cincinnati, 8:54 to go. This one has lived up to the hype and then some.
Well, the Bengals offensive line, Joe Burrow has not been sacked, has not been hit. Chris Jones has 1 tackle and 3 assists. they've done a hell of a job up front because Chris Jones has been here, there, and everywhere. He's gone up and down the line of scrimmage. Everybody's controlled him. They've gotten 4 hands and 2 helmets on him when they can. They've done a great job giving Joe Burrow time.
Now the run-up and the kick from Money Mac. This one's a little bit deeper, and it will not be returned by Pacheco. And the crowd loves it here. It's sold out, jam-packed, raucous, rowdy Paycor Stadium. The jungle has been rocking tonight.
Cam Taylor-Britt is out there, and see if he's limited whatsoever with that shoulder problem. His return was probable. In a game like this, he's not leaving this football game.
Patrick Mahomes has thrown for 197 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. His team's down by 3 with 8:54 to go. Pacheco in the backfield to the left of the 27-year-old QB. Here's a screen out to the left. Kelsey with the catch. Runs through an ankle tackle and picks up 7 to the 32-yard line. Eventually brought down by Cam Taylor-Britt, who's 10th on the team in tackles this year, even though he basically just started playing.
He's a tackling machine. There's no question about it. He loves contact. He finishes in a physical manner. The Bengals have not given up a 300-yard passing day all season long. Mahomes has 6 in a row.
2nd down and 4 at the 31 for Kansas City. They spotted it at the 31, not the 32. Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He will not get the first down. Brought down by Pratt, 1 yard short at the 34.
So now you find yourself in a 3rd and 1 situation. Tough deal when you're working against a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, because at any time a play action pass, he can go over the top on you. So it's tough. You have to play it from the back end to the front end, but they only have to pick up a yard. It's a very, very tough spot to be in.
Kansas City brings in a 6th offensive lineman and their fullback, Michael Burton. They give it to the fullback in these situations. Offset eye behind Mahomes. He takes the snap. He tosses it to the right. Pacheco trying to get to the sideline. He's got the first down. Solid tackle by Jesse Bates, but Pacheco fast enough to gain 3 out to the 37.
Jesse Bates read it quickly, came downhill, but Pacheco, he's got a little bit more speed, and he outran the angle basically. Jesse Bates took as good an angle as he possibly could without getting outrun to the sideline and up the sideline.
The clock is running, 7:08 to go. Cincinnati up by a field goal at Paycor Stadium. McKinnon in at running back on 1st and 10 from the 37. Mahomes drops back to throw. His pass up the seam, caught by Kelsey. The Bengals try to punch the ball away. This time he holds on, and he has a first down at the 49-yard line of Cincinnati. Bates and Pratt were there.
Remember this unbelievable stat. Since 2018, Kansas City's 49-3 when they hold the opponent less than 27. Well, they haven't. The Bengals have scored 27 points. So that is a moot situation. But 27 points. This football team can score. Can the Bengals defense rise up?
4 catches, 56 yards for Kelsey, all in the second half. 1st and 10 at the 50 for KC. The Bengals up by 3. 6:19 left in regulation. Mahomes hands it to McKinnon.
Ooh. And
McKinnon makes his way down the numerals left side for a 6-yard gain. Cam Taylor-Britt with another tackle. But Kansas City is driven to the Cincinnati 44.
People are wondering if this is the best team that Andy Reid has had. And I'll tell you, I think the group of running backs that he has this year is much better than the running back they had last year. It was basically one guy. This group is pretty darn good.
Pacheco's made a big difference. He's carried 13 times today. Mahomes gives it to him again. He's got the first down. And he'll be stopped basically right at the line to gain. Needed 4, got 4, down to the 40, where it'll be a first down for Kansas City with the clock running and 5:30 to go.
In their last 3 games, where they've won all of them, 17.7 carries, 86 yards a game, and he's getting near those numbers tonight. He has been a very, very big factor in balancing their offense.
The 251st player selected in this year's draft out of 262. What a pick for Kansas City.
Gold.
5:05 to go with a running clock. Cincinnati up 27-24. Mahomes drops back to throw. Inches up in the pocket, does a 360-degree spin. Hendrickson chasing, and Mahomes is able to throw it out of bounds as Hendrickson brings him down about 15 yards behind the line.
Well, at least he gets the satisfaction of hitting him. I mean, he threw it away, but he's going to get a quarterback pressure and a quarterback hit on that snap. He won't get the all-important quarterback sack, which is what everybody looks for. But made him just harmlessly throw it away, reload 2nd and 10.
That stops the clock with 4:54 to go. McKinnon in at running back, lining up to the left of Mahomes. Mahomes motions Noah Gray a little bit closer to the formation. Now he catches the shotgun snap, sets up a screen, caught by McKinnon, running to the 35, and he's toppled 3 yards short of the first down by Mike Hilton at the Cincinnati 33.
And checking out, Trey Hendrickson is gassed. He checks out of the football game. Akeem Davis-Gaither checks in. Pratt checks out.
The Chiefs have had one big third down conversion after another here in the second half. It's 3rd down and 3 at the Cincinnati 33 with the clock running and 4:22 to go. Mahomes in the gun, McKinnon to his left. Gray motions. Now Mahomes walks up to the O-line, yelling over this crowd noise. The play clock is at 4. Mahomes is ready, stomps the right foot, catches the shotgun snap. Here comes the rush. Mahomes running, hit, tackled.
Aside.
He's sacked.
Aside.
Brought down by Joseph Osai at the 36. It's 4th and 6. Will the Chiefs go for the long field goal? It'd be about a 54-yarder if they do. And they will.
Osai beat Orlando Brown inside right away. And Patrick Mahomes had to vacate the pocket, and Osai said, forget that, I'm getting after you, I'm going to retrace my steps, and tripped him up.
Making a 55-yard attempt to try to tie the game with the clock running and 3:33 to go. Butker's longest is 62. That was earlier this year. From 55 yards away. Trying to tie it. Low snap, handled. The kick is on its way.
No, get out.
No good.
No, get out.
He missed it.
Nice.
And the Bengals will get the ball at their own 45 with 3:19 to go. Listen to the crowd here at Paycor Stadium.
He pushed it. He pushed it right, and it never hooked back in. It stayed right and went wide right.
Mahomes slamming his helmet in frustration on the sideline. We'll take a break with 3:19 to go. The Bengals have the ball and the lead on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
All right, it's starting to feel like this is our season. So let's plan to be on location for the whole thing. From stage side at the NFL Draft to the best seats at the best games of the year to the only way to experience Super Bowl 57 live in Arizona. On Location has unlocked a whole new world of premium fan hospitality. On Location is all access all season long. Explore your exclusive team experiences at NFLOnLocation.com or search NFL On Location. Your experience of a lifetime awaits only with On Location.
White Claw delivers a wave of pure refreshment in a variety of flavors, from the originals, black cherry and mango, to new flavors like passion fruit and blackberry. Crafted using our unique Brew Pure process, White Claw brings a crisp taste with 100 calories, 5% alcohol, and 2 grams of carbs. Check out your favorite retailer in-store or online for White Claw variety packs, single flavor packs, and single-serve cans. Bring the wave with White Claw Hard Seltzer. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer works. Chicago, Illinois.
Home is where you plant your roots, the space you feel safest and the heart of your lifestyle. No matter where you go or what you do, it's where your day begins and ends. It's where identities take shape and relationships grow stronger. Your home is more than just a place you live. It's where moments become memories. At Ruoff Mortgage, we know the way home. We'll walk there with you. And with every closing, we're opening doors.
This is not an offer for extension of credit or commitment to lend. All loans will satisfy company underwriting guidelines. For complete licensing information, visit www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 1418868.
There's one thing I love more than sports, and that's the place where I watch my sports. Wings and Rings, of course. Club level experience, a chef-inspired menu, and the most crave-worthy wings. 12 Cincinnati locations. Wings and Rings, an official sponsor of the Cincinnati Bengals.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
The Kansas City Chiefs have hosted the AFC Championship game each of the last 4 years. They have won their division each of the last 6, and the Bengals have a chance now to knock them off for the third time this calendar year. Cincinnati with a 27-24 lead, 3:19 left in regulation here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network, and the Bengals will have the ball at their own 45 after the 55-yard field goal try went wide right off the foot of Harrison Butker. Burrow in the gun. He's got Chase on one side, Pirine on the other. Chase goes in motion. Burrow throws him a swing pass. Chase to the 45, the 50, and he is nearly to the first down marker. He gets spun out of bounds after a gain of 8 to the 47 of KC. Nick Bolton with the stop.
I want to go back to the third down snap. Trey Hendrickson checks out. Joseph Ossai checks in. Gets the biggest quarterback sack of his career. Beats Orlando Brown like a drum inside. Patrick Mahomes tries to scramble. He makes a shoestring tackle on him that makes it a 55-yard field goal that's no good. How about Joseph Ossai?
The 8-yard gain was good. Chase went out of bounds, though, to stop the clock. 3:12 left. Burrow in the gun. Pirine to his right. 2nd down and 2 in Kansas City territory. They give it to Pirine. Samaje into the secondary for a first down. He's tackled at the 37. Tick, tick, tick goes the clock with 3:04 to go, and Kansas City has to burn a timeout.
The Bengals offensive line is eating this up. They have a lead. As a lineman, you want to run the rest of the time off the clock and take a knee. You want to just take the life out of them. They've not given up a hit, not given up a quarterback sack. There's only been 2 tackles for losses. One of them was huge. There was an assignment error up front. Carlos Dunlap got the big tackle for loss on 4th down in the red zone. Other than that, it has been a stellar performance in terms of controlling the line of scrimmage, protecting Joe Burrow. He has not been touched. I mean, they won't have to send his uniform to the cleaner.
10 yards on that run by Pirine. He's up to 97 in the game. The Chiefs have 2 timeouts left with 3:07 to go, and the Bengals up by 3. Burrow in the gun, extends the hands. He catches. He gives it to Pirine. Samaje fighting forward, and he gets tackled after a short gain at the 34. KC will burn another timeout. Colin Saunders made the tackle.
And you can see the body language of the Kansas City Chiefs is kind of limp. And the Bengals offensive line is coming off the line of scrimmage and knocking them back.
That was officially a 3-yard run for Samaje Pirine, and that gives him a 100-yard rushing performance on 20 carries. The third time in his NFL career he's rushed for 100 or more yards.
How about that? 5 yards a carry for Samaje Pirine. And as an offensive lineman, you basically live vicariously through the success of your skill guys. Samaje averages 5 yards a lug. Joe Burrow looks like in good position to beat Patrick Mahomes for the 3rd straight time. Nobody's ever done that to Patrick Mahomes. No quarterback's beaten him 3 times in a row, big time.
Samaje has 49 receiving yards as well. 2 receivers right, Chase and Boyd. Higgins out to the left. 2 deep safeties for KC. 2nd and 7, 3:03 left in regulation. The Bengals with the ball, up by 3. Burrow catches a high snap, wants to throw, pump fakes. Now Joe in trouble, scrambling up the middle of the field, and he will be gang tackled at the 32. He managed to pick up a couple. Frank Clark with the stop, and Kansas City calls its final timeout.
Good coverage by the Kansas City Chiefs. The protection was decent, but Joe Burrow avoided the offensive line giving up their first sack. So the O-line is happy about Joe Burrow's escapability and his ability to climb the pocket in traffic like that. That was outstanding.
Here we go. 2:55 to go. The Chiefs have just burned all 3 of their timeouts. It's 3rd down and 5. If the Bengals get a first down, it's going to be awfully difficult for Kansas City to win this game.
Right. There's one more clock stoppage at the 2-minute warning, and that'll be it. And then the Bengals can do their thing, and basically the Chiefs will go back to Kansas City with a long, glum ride home.
If they get the first down, they can't run out the clock without another first down, but they could take it inside of a minute. 3rd down and 5 from the 32 of KC. 3 receivers right, 1 out to the left. Pirine in the backfield. Burrow ready for the shotgun snap. He catches, throws it out to the left. Here's Chase looking for a block. Gets the block and appears to have a first down. He's got it at the 27 of Kansas City. McDuffie with the stop. Both teams looking at where the ball is spotted. Chase signaling first down. It is a first down. And the Cincinnati Bengals have the Kansas City Chiefs in a rough spot with 2:49 to go.
T. Higgins got the block on the perimeter. You block for your teammate. This wide receiver core is totally unselfish. T. Higgins got the block to seal the final corner for Jamar Chase to take advantage of. And he is like a running back when he has the ball in space. He has immense lower body strength and power.
7 catches on 8 targets for 97 yards. Welcome back, Jamar Chase.
Big.
1st and 10 at the 27. The Chiefs are out of timeouts. It's a handoff to Pirine. Samaje, like a battering ram, down to the 21 for a 6-yard gain.
Man, I'll tell you, no better feeling. You go back to the huddles and offensive line, you say, boys, let's knock them off the ball again. Let's just keep knocking them back. And you know that they're helpless. It's a helpless feeling for the D-line right now, and it's a great feeling for the offensive line. Man, I'll tell you, they control the line of scrimmage. I tip my cap to the offensive line. They're playing as well as any group in the league over the last 3 or 4 games.
Tick, tick, tick goes the clock. 2:12 left in regulation. The Bengals are going to let it go down to the end of the play clock and call a timeout with 1 second on the play clock. They couldn't get it down to the 2-minute warning. 2:05 on the clock as the Bengals called that timeout. So they used every second they could. Didn't want to run a bad play. Now they'll huddle up, take a breath, talk about what's needed. First and foremost, holding on to the ball.
This football game will be an instant classic. They'll be showing this son of a gun right away. I mean, it lived up to the billing. A lot of times games like this don't live up to the billing. There have been 2 football games in the month of January, last January, in the regular season and the postseason, decided at the gun, basically. This game is a 3-point game in the final 2 minutes. These 2 teams are just battle each other tooth and nail. The Bengals are in position to win all of them. They can't beat the Browns, but they can sweep the Chiefs. This is the National Football League.
The Bengals were down by 7 going to the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 4 at the 21 of KC. Burrow waits for a shotgun snap from Karras. Pirine to his left. Burrow wants to throw. Joe scrambling. He goes down. He gets hit in the back after the play. No penalty flag down. He took as much time off the clock as he could. And now we have the 2-minute warning with 1:59 to go.
Karlaftis got the sack. And I'll tell you, that's discouraging to give up a sack there when you fought all game long not to give one up. That's a tough one.
You know, that's a really big play as well, because now it's 3rd down and 11. Let's say the Bengals run it to make sure the clock runs. Kansas City would get the ball back even if Cincinnati kicks a field goal. We'll take a timeout. 1:59 left. The Bengals lead at 27-24 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
I wish Joe...
Hey, Bengals fans. Have you tried the new infinitely recyclable ball aluminum cup? Perfect for tailgating outside the jungle or for your next watch party from home. It replaces single-use plastic cups with a sleek, sustainable alternative that offers a cool touch experience. And they're made right here in the USA. Simply pour, sip, enjoy, and then recycle. Pick up a pack of Ball aluminum cups at your local Kroger store. Ball Aluminum Cup is a proud partner of the Cincinnati Bengals.
If you're an HR leader, everyone depends on you.
I quit.
Well, the results of our employee survey are in. Everybody loves the birthday bashes, but 87% of them are going to quit. So, for all things HR, depend on Paycor.
Houday Nation, Power Up Premium Trail Mix is bringing the greatest trail mix to the jungle. What makes a trail mix go from bland to great? Premium hand-selected ingredients. At Power Up, only the freshest ingredients are used, like mango, papaya, and whole walnuts. Power Up Premium Trail Mix is everything you should expect from your trail mix. Buy Power Up today and fuel your next tailgate this season. The official trail mix of the Cincinnati Bengals. Available at your neighborhood Kroger store.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
At Beachmont Toyota, we're here to meet your needs. Whether you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we've got a great selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and hybrids arriving daily. With any new vehicle, you'll receive our 2-year Toyota Care Maintenance Plan and Life Care Plus warranty. And pre-owned models come with a great selection of extended warranties as well. Plus, a service department that keeps your car running smoothly. Visit us at Beachmont Toyota or BeachmontToyota.com today.
1:59 to go in regulation here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. Cincinnati's ball, 3rd and 11 after a 7-yard sack. The 2-minute warning stopped the clock with 1:59 to go. The Bengals face a dilemma here. Run it to make sure the clock winds down or pass it to try to win the game. Burrow's in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 out to the right. Zach Taylor gesturing wildly to get Tyler Boyd to go in motion. He does. Burrow drops back to throw, wants to throw. His pass over the middle. It is caught by T. Higgins in traffic at the 14. And that is coffin nails.
Bam, bam, bam. And Joshua Williams, welcome to the National Football League. You had great coverage, my man, but T. Higgins was just better. And Joe Burrow threw him a perfect ball. T. Higgins makes the play. Joshua Williams, wow, the NFL is tough.
And as for the play call by Zach Taylor, in the words of Bill Raftery, onions.
Yeah. Gutsy.
Whoa.
Gutsy to say the least.
The Bengals are in the victory formation. The Chiefs are powerless. 1:13 to go with a running clock. Burrow takes the snap. He takes a knee. He thrusts both fists in the air. Listen to the crowd here at Paycor Stadium.
How about the Cincinnati Bengals in less than a calendar year sweeping this football team 3 times in kind of the same fashion? I mean, every single football game came down to who had the ball last and who made the most plays.
41 seconds to go. This will be the final snap. Burrow takes the snap. He takes a knee. Trent Taylor does a backflip, and the clock is winding down.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The Cincinnati Bengals are in good shape. Good shape now, Dan. I mean, I know the Ravens won a football game to stay with the Bengals in terms of wins and losses, but this type of win can put you in unbelievable shape down the stretch.
7 seconds to go. The players already out on the field, exchanging handshakes and hugs. 1 second, and the clock hits 0. Oops. They did it again as the Cincinnati Bengals rally to beat the Kansas City Chiefs for the 3rd time in 2022.
Unbelievable. And they've won 6 out of their last 7 games. The Bengals have now won 6 out of their last 7 football games. You talk about a team that is putting it together and playing their best football when they need to, because, Dan, down the stretch, they've got a bunch of good football teams they're going to play. The Kansas City Chiefs, they have much more room for error, big margin for error. They're not playing the schedule the Bengals are. Down the stretch, the Bengals have to go 1-0 as many times as they can against playoff caliber football teams.
The Bengals remain in a tie for first place in the AFC North as they rally from a 7-point deficit in the 4th quarter and beat Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs for the 3rd time in a row. The first team ever to beat Patrick Mahomes 3 straight times. The final score, 27-24. Can't wait to get down to the locker room today. Stay tuned for the post-game show with Wayne Boxmiller coming up. You've been listening to Bengals football on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.